Welcome back. Gua BRB dulu ke toilet sambil nunggu bentar lagi.
Welcome back to Valorant Champions. It's time for our first matchup of the day. So let's bring out our two teams fighting for survival. Here's DRX and FNATIC. Interesting situation here with our audience. Obviously, they're on FNATIC's side, but you know, Mimi, it seems like you got some DRX fans in the crowd as well.
You do. In their game yesterday, a lot of people turning up to support this team. Some people coming all the way out from Korea. I believe some members of the organization here to support them as well. But you gotta get those cheers in now because it's elimination for both these teams.
Yeah, and honestly, the FNATIC crowd might just drown out that DRX team. And we've been talking about kind of the emotional highs and lows, which both of these teams ride on, how that does affect their performance as well. And it is going to be playing a part into this one. And a little side note, I've got a lot of respect for Termi, the coach of DRX, because he always wears aesthetically pleasing clothing. He always matches the jerseys of his teams that he walks out. And it's got, listen, that sounded like an analytical point. It's not. It's just, I like it.
No, I mean, look,
listen, he's trying to match the jerseys.
Bro, you know, you gotta give the boy some flowers. You know what I mean? I get it. You know, he's out there vibing. He looks good, and he looks good doing it. He's a great coach.
Looked at me
as well.
like that wasn't analysis.
No, I don't turn to
the
you
same
for that.
cadence.
I don't turn to you for that, buddy. I turn to you for fashion advice. And look at your shirt. All right, well, let's go into the Prime Gaming Agent Select here and see what we're gonna get out of this one. Mimi, who is gonna give us some analysis?
It has been quite a while since we have seen DRX play on Icebox, and they are so based, and I love them. They are playing the Killjoy. So many teams stray away from this agent pick, but it gives you so much inherent value. When you play on that defensive side,
Halo guys.
So much potential.
Oh, ada suaranya.
An easy space hold on mid with that turret. The attack
Halo guys.
enables RB to be more of a lurker and slow down.
Halo guys.
I'm loving this composition.
Yeah, I mean, they're essentially running the FNATIC.
How bad, guys?
There's no chamber. It's Buzz playing the jet instead, so playing on that comfort role.
Ini guys, saya bocil kematian Fred nih.
They should have known
Banget.
to be going to Icebox with them floating it. And I'm wondering what kind of
Siapa guys yang menang guys?
on the FNATIC side,
FNATIC, bang.
from what I remember, yeah, I mean, it's just their standard Icebox comp.
Jangan guys, diatek aja guys.
At this event, they
Susah,
have
Vin.
tweaked it. They're not the unstoppable force that they were known
Kemarin
for.
mereka udah unggul ke
Online
comeback
era.
soalnya.
This is a map where I'm going to be very intrigued to see if they're going to be able to make adjustments.
Udah learn from mistake, bang.
In that map to Furia.
Masalah nih, ada ini buff botak, Vin, susah, Vin.
DRX is attempting to basically best them at their own.
Kita lihat ya.
They do get that defensive sided start though, and FNATIC has struggled with the attack.
Yeah, they absolutely have. And a
FNATIC
big part
juga
of
emang
where
lagi
Fury
gila
took
sih.
away that win on that map against FNATIC in the past came down to mid control, heavily mid control.
This match is going to be so important. These are two emotional teams. This is where you define your mental on map
Shin
number 1.
Taeyong.
Winning or losing here defines the rest of your year. This is huge for both teams.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road
Itu,
and send it
coachnya,
over to
kayak
two
Shin Taeyong.
casters. Honestly, you don't have anyone better to call this game. It's Doug
Shin
and
Taeyong kan
Paula.
coachnya
Take it, boys.
bola Indo.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm really glad he's gotten past roasting us on the throws and it's just compliments that are left from this point forward. Elimination match, right? It's do or die time. And for these two teams, the matchup, the history, the curse, everything that's around it, the storylines are so good.
It's all there. I mean, DRX, this is it. They have to do it here, or they're not going to break the 5th to 6th place curse this year. It's going to have to wait. FNATIC still have not lifted a trophy, and they have to get through this lower bracket first.
And again, how fitting would it be if before that, that you hear right now,
Icebox DRX pick ya?
finally overcome their demons, finally hoist the trophy
Kiri siapa?
that they've so thoroughly
Hah?
like pursued.
Yang sebelah
It would
kiri
be
siapa?
outrageous.
FNATIC.
Does feel
FNATIC
like
ini.
this roster,
FNATIC.
with the addition of Alpha Air in stage 2, was built for this moment right here, to be able to come to Champions and get that win.
We'll keep a close eye on him. Again, he is on the Killjoy. FNATIC starting off on attack. A map that has historically been so good for FNATIC. And Bren was right, it's been maybe a little more human.
Yeah, sure. They lost their first map on Icebox with this comp, this tournament.
Ayo bocil-bocil kematian Korea.
So a lot more
Jangan mengecewakan.
Buzz playing far up. He's
Bas,
going to
Bas
try
ngapain,
and
Bas,
pass
anjing?
the drone.
Lu udah denger
I'm
ada
sure he's gonna look for something
helikopter?
A little bit more dangerous. Nothing is found. Mystic putting the wall up, getting the spike down. So far, relatively smooth sailing.
Kelihatan tuh.
Sesame in some trouble here, though. He's
Oh,
flying away,
anjing.
too many heads.
Hoki banget lu, Dar.
Gets to rendezvous to get away, and somehow, Bala, no one's died.
Alpha here has 2 mollies here. He's already set up for lineup. So is Boaster, and everybody on FNATIC.
Waduh, dua line up
protecting them right
gitu
now.
anjing Alfajar sama
Can they
Boaster.
actually get them down? Is there any blockage that's going to happen? No. It looks like DRX wants to wait them out.
The turret there to provide contact. Durga
Wah, ini mah nggak bisa kalau ada post plan line up anjing.
Second molly's out.
It's going to take so much time to get
There's
through. It's going to be so
Mako.
difficult. Mako's on it.
Aduh,
And he takes
belum
all
tengah.
of the damage. Durga gets 3 on the round. It's
Nggak
just
bisa
stacks
lah,
up
udah kayak
damage
gitu mah.
from up top, from down low. It's a full
Kalau kayak gini
for
sih
FNATIC.
A perfect
attackingnya
pistol round
gigi banget
from
anjing.
the execution to take the
FNATIC.
site to the post plant. After Boaster threw
Post
his
plan
molly as well,
semua.
he started flanking if there was any need for a failsafe.
Mesti dibunuh dulu
He
itu
was
Killjoy sama
absolutely
Viper
there.
Ranger.
And Turco with the 3
Gila.
first openings there at the point that he gets the 4th
Botak
rounds
bah
over.
pada bener
But
nih.
Also to note, these chambers are continuously
Ngeri
picking up this
visualnya
ghost
si
on the
botak
pistol
nih.
round. And there's that impact.
He's already got a Vandal round too.
Jarang banget deh yang ngeliat Killjoy ya.
It's Valkyrie as well.
Iya.
Kayaknya pertama kali gue ngeliat ada yang pakai Killjoy selama turnamen dari grup
And they're just gonna
stage.
group and take
Enggak
the
ada
lane.
kok kemarin yang pakai.
Mako's the only one
Di
who's initially here. He has to
Ascend.
back up. Sax is going to join, and you see the rotation out from DRX. They've already made their way past the halfway point
DRX
of the map.
pistol run
They're
selalu
all
kalah
on
ya.
speed.
Only utility
Oh
here
kan,
that I'm
post
worried
plan
about
lagi
with
kan.
DRX is the shock volley combo potentially.
Sure.
It's not going to be a factor with the wall up.
Tapi harusnya nanti strateginya mereka juga sama sih.
At least on the plan.
Soalnya cuma beda di duelisnya
They
doang.
have setups again. Boaster, no mollies. Alpha has them set up already.
Astagfirullah.
Spam through things like that and get a couple kills. It's smooth sailing.
Hari-hari absen 3
Notice as well,
orang.
Enzo, who had the ghost this round, the only player with just a pistol, able to pick up the Vandal. That
Belum ada mental juara sih kalau yang gue lihat yang terakhir mereka habis lawan ini, Vin.
filling the
Mereka kalah
holes in
kemarin
their
tuh.
economy that they left on purpose.
Ah,
I mean, what a stark contrast. That stat at the bottom of your screen, 7-1.
bocil-bocil ini emang masih butuh banyak pengalaman sih.
Yeah.
Kemarin
It's actually
begitu
really
crowd-nya
interesting to see this. DRX was
itu
relying
tuh
a little bit
berat
on
sebelah
Icebox
tuh.
at Reykjavik.
Mereka
but
langsung hancur
since
tuh
stage
mainnya.
2, they were, I mean, there was a field in Korea that wasn't really playing Icebox. And in the case of
Bas, jangan offside lu.
DRX was sometimes going to target bandit. But primarily it's been Bind that's been their perma.
Ini lower bracket, iya ini lower bracket,
Both Fnatic
loser
strong
bracket
maps
ini.
as the ones you're trying to avoid. That's a not a disaster. Obviously, the map veto, not entirely Fnatic favorite, but this map specifically.
Mereka nggak pakai chamber karena mereka udah ada killjoy, guys.
I do remember though, DRX is a team that leaves these maps.
Tapi justru kalau Fnatic mereka sacrifice
and then comes out with something
duelist.
special. But most of the time it doesn't work.
Mereka mainnya slow ini. Ada duelist mereka.
Kan chamber masa duelist.
Tetap nggak ada skillnya yang bisa push gitu. Cuma ngandelin smoke doang ini mah. Mereka mesti mainnya play for pick last minute terus.
Itu kenapa ya? Orang-orang apa? Fraggernya pada pakainya tuh chamber ya? Si Ye chamber.
Durka just rendezvoused back towards mid. Keep an eye on that on your minimap. He very well.
Yeah, he's on top too.
And he gets a kill. He's rewarded for it.
Waduh.
Gorgeous TP Durka with the ingenuity right here. Plant is going to go down eventually. There was very limited
dikasih
time
plan
with
sih?
the Durka flank.
Halo,
Derek,
Derek.
get that off.
Durka's still able to control rotations across mid map. Have something to work with across kitchen too.
Yang kalah berarti pulang, yes. Kalah jualan kebab.
Durka just continues to cause problems from up top.
How are they not considering him?
I don't know. He's already gotten 3 on the round. Surely you know he's there, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Abis ini time out deh, abis ini deh.
And it's a
Ayo, Coach
beautiful
Sintayong.
conversion of the bonus.
Fnatic sih emang gua akuin performance-nya bagus sih.
Late too.
Emang lagi bagus.
Mereka tuh masuk lower bracket kalah sama siapa ya?
Sama ini kan. Aduh, apa sih namanya?
Finally it sets to challenges them, but they just assume
Optic ya?
Exit.
that he would get away from
Oh,
that position.
exit.
An 8-1 start for Fnatic Star. Mystic continuing to play well. We've highlighted him a lot this tournament, and well, for good reason. But he doesn't seem to show any signs of slowing down, at least not yet. DRX back on pistols. A couple of sheriffs and a classic in the hands of Buzz.
It's a 3-man lineup here for DRX with the sheriffs up close.
Oh, my exit kalah 2-0.
Just activated his dash too. Yeah, pops out, gets a kill to Alfier, but the res out from Mystic brings him right back.
I mean, that was a ridiculous peek from Buzz though, getting a classic 1-click.
Mati tuh. Nggak kelihatan sama ini.
I think he's playing that spot almost every round too.
Mantap lu tak.
When you're Jet, you have a lot of options, but that's the most preferred.
Yeah.
You're taking the rope.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep going.
And while it might have started out as a 4v5, obviously right now they've completely shifted on this anti-eco to maintain the advantage.
Mati deh.
Jadi itu orang.
Mati deh. Bang botak cilae bang anjing.
At least for now, I know it's early, but it feels like it's way too much for DRX to handle right now.
Lower ini Vin serem banget di lower tuh.
It's just like slowly dismantling.
Ini bang botak ini nggak chill
Also
anjing.
wonder though, DRX is making
Ace.
actual stylistics.
Diambil Mystic.
Put that wall as it is instead of making it go over top of 410. This Durka just abused the ever-living wrap out.
Udah deh.
Just
Dead.
walking top 410.
Fnatic win another one, and if not for the res, I know they're still 5 up.
DRX.
Going down, it would have been another flawless.
Kalau kamu kalah, kalau kamu menang, Bezuzi bakalan follow back kalian di Twitter loh.
But because of that coalescing of multiple players staying alive, I mean, outside of the, no, actually, I think most of them has at least been 4 up.
Ada drama kan nih pas
This is
kemarin
only 2
ini
kills from DRX.
Optik sama Exit
And that's devastating.
Gara-gara ini.
To be 5
technical pause.
Technical issue.
Si Exit ngaku mereka merasa dicurangin dengan adanya technical pause dari Optik.
Soalnya ini Vin apa per ini menang langsung ini.
This is a terrible start for them. Termi has
Momennya
to
langsung
bring this team
dimatiin.
back up
Bung
right away.
nggak gitu komen main masih gitu.
Emang
Optik emang suka gitu ya? Dia lawan Optik juga tuh. Konspirasinya Jok.
From the home team crowd.
Coachnya langsung time out terus
perfect. And you know, it's funny.
Protes.
It was actually Josh who tweeted this the other day. It really does feel like you can
Halo,
set your
Nasi.
clocks to the DRX class. It just seems so consistent, right? It really is uncanny.
Ayo cah bocah, Kreo.
Ridiculous at this point.
Tapi kan
But again,
bisa diselidikin gitu kan sama sebenarnya sama tim Riot kalau misalnya emang mereka sengaja. Tapi kan emang ada yang masalah katanya kan.
yes, you don't necessarily walk
Nggak tahu
into
sih ya
Icebox
masalahnya
thinking
apa.
you're gonna walk away with
Saya
the
tiap kali lu technical post itu kan lu bakal dicek sama kru. Lu kalau misalnya ngadi-ngadi lu bakal
And honestly,
dikasih
I mean,
sanksi.
history shouldn't matter going into this, but that's what the conversation is about.
Kalau technical post jir berarti mungkin ada
There was
masalah
differences
sama
here. DRX didn't
keyboard,
make it to out of groups at last champion, so you actually saw
Headphone,
that be important to
and
Stacks, be important
mic.
to the rest of the team as well to be able to
Masalah
play in
gini
front
loh,
of the
Vin.
crowd.
Mereka habis menang nih.
Note a couple
Ya
of very
kan?
quick adaptations as far as DRX's defensive
Terus
setup.
kalah
You have
2
Buzz with
kali.
the operator who's now
Tiba-tiba
picking down
ini
long, not playing
technical
up on that
issue.
aggressive angle that he has been
Berapa
making.
kali emang technical issue-nya?
Round pertama 2
Thing
kali.
about this is 4 rounds in and
Di
the power
map
ults
map
from
map
Fnatic
2 kali.
haven't really
Map
come
1
online yet.
sekali,
Off
map 3
usually at this
sekali.
point,
Yeah.
him, Boaster, those guys are the guys who you would hope to have those ults because when they start getting
Menarik.
cascaded
Menarik.
round after round, this
Masalahnya
crowd gets so
Opti
dangerous
kalau
and
misalkan
you
dia
might
menang
be
jauh
entering
gitu
that
pas lawan
room.
bumuran nggak ada technical isu sama
Following
sekali
rounds.
anjir.
Yeah, we're certainly close to it.
Menarik.
Another slow round out from Fnatic. This pace has been productive
kan
for Fnatic to say the very
Jadi
least.
banyak pertanyaan gitu loh, kawan.
Last time they brought it down the clock, they needed a flank from Durka to have value. Otherwise, they could have easily, DRX could have easily.
Bisa disengajain? Bisa disengaja. Lu tanya bisa disengaja apa enggak ya bisa lah.
Right now, looking like they want a
Tahu
mid split
Optik
with
punya
Mystic's
nama
wall late.
besar.
Oke.
Stacks is gonna have to respond.
Ah, they
Macam
have
tak
the-
tahu aja marketnya,
did they
kawan.
smoke it off? They did. They just tried smoking it off. They're gonna slip the net. They're gonna
Timing.
pass through it all, but there's still some presence
Lu lihat,
across the middle of the map. Now Buzz
Stacks kemarin
activating his
panas
dash, still
banget.
holding the angle with Yacht.
Bobo
Dirk up
dia.
top. He just gets decapitated by RB. What a shot!
Mystic doesn't want to commit. Past mid, they're
Wah,
giving up on
Korean
this
Jet
round.
kemarin
Take too
bobok
long.
manis, Vin, parah.
That is shocking. After the first shot
Bobo.
from Stacks, it looked like maybe a slow landed or something like that because they just did not want to go under 2. There's a moment where Stacks reads the game. And it comes to him perfectly.
And about time to again on the other side of the timeout.
Yang lawan Boom aja tuh berapa kali tuh? Pas mereka udah kalah.
Lima
5-1 ya.
Iya, pas mereka udah kalah kan berapa
The
kali
alarm bot
tuh
went off, by
technical
the way.
pause.
That's why he was vulnerable.
Bedanya kita nggak komplain.
Easily able to be picked off by
Yoi.
Stacks.
Karena memang
Position that. There's a lot to clear when you're running out.
habis itu kebantai.
Menang apa?
Dirk is going to pop his tour de force, and we're going to hit towards A, try to
Maksud
deny
saya
this.
tuh
You
kalau
absorb as always. You see
Udah rasa
Stacks just
tertekan
continues
ya
to
nikmatin aja
find
gitu
when
loh.
they're gonna release the
Nggak ada yang
pressure,
canda pendukung Optik.
but it's not happening.
Hati lu, IG lu hilang lagi.
Optik anjing.
Oh hilang deh.
Optik ini kacamata gua hilang, Vin. Masalahnya di mana sih?
Everybody
Gua
on
mau ke
Fnatic positioned the same way
kacamata
that they
nih.
were when Durko got those kills.
Oh udah
over
hilang
top
di
of
IG-nya
410.
deh.
It looks like it's the same wall
Bye Alwan.
thrown out.
This time it's with the tour de force. You're absolutely right though. Delay.
Geli banget tuh pas mereka baris berbaris gitu.
Oh, Boaster. Oh, the wall.
Kok nggak dibunuh sih kok sama lu kok?
Hah?
No sight given.
Mako dong, bukan lu.
Did a considerable amount of damage on Durka there. He has to rendezvous to get away.
Si Mako ngeliat orang di situ didiemin aja.
Wall up. Zest still here. Well, he was. He wasn't around for long. Boaster finding the opening. Mako with the shot
Gila.
on his lap. The spike goes down. Durka finds value with the Durka.
Ngeri banget, Cok.
Wah, udah.
Lihat tuh si botak tuh.
Fnatic are
Udah.
patient. They're methodical.
Ini dia
When they strike, they
nih.
strike hard.
Korean Jet turu.
And the delay there from
Turu dia
DRX
dari
was
kemarin.
good, but that's not what's actually going to win you these rounds. Fnatic will have the staying power to continuously fight. The amount of utility that they have from Alpha or from Boaster.
Kemarin
Yes, they
lawan
have to commit
itu
it
udah
during the
9-2,
execution,
Vin.
trying to delay them.
Dibalikin
But the
anjing.
response is just to wait it out on your side.
Timeout sekali,
Wait out
terus
the fuel,
comeback.
Wait out the molly.
Iya,
Everything's super solid there.
pas second roundnya itu
And also note
Cuma
the
dikasih menang 2 kali,
unconventional plant
lu
spot
bayangin.
here from Fnatic. Given they walled from the left side, they don't want to clear the back right.
bisa di
Sama kayak Boom sama Zeta kemarin itu. Udah owning kan.
Fnatic looking very
Comeback.
good here on Icebox.
NA
Again, there's
ngeri,
that
bro.
wall that you were just
Asli.
mentioning, right? You don't have to worry about
Mentalnya sih, biar gimana Asia tuh emang mentalnya
Hard to break through.
masih wanjing.
CRB just
Kayak gitu lo botak.
behind the wall
Oh,
in the final moments.
mentalnya masih
That's
wanjing.
so late in the round.
Gila si botak.
Really
Boleh
nice
lu
setup
tak.
from Fnatic.
Okay, now DRX does have some interesting ults to work with, right? They have the lockdown, they have the Hunter's Fury. Those are really good retake ults.
And Buzz is repositioned.
Berani banget ya, gila.
One of the adjustments that FNATIC has made coming into this tournament on this map has been to commit their wall consistently towards B, which is not always something that you're doing in this comp. We're trying to get players like Alpha out on
dikit lagi di headset. Kedengeran. Makanya dia nggak mau ngepick si Boster.
That result.
Nah, itu baru.
I mean, how did he find that timing?
Sabut baru maju nih.
Outrageous, really.
Nino. Waduh, panik Boster.
Enggak, Vin. Lu mau tahu nggak buat ngurangin damage itu?
Oh, tahu. Kurangin damage jadi biar kenanya damage sendiri ya.
Iya. Sama kayak lu lagi di.
Gue baru lihat di TikTok sih itu. Itu sebenarnya nggak make sense buat gue ya.
Aneh.
Iya, maksud logikanya nggak dapat. Harusnya kan jadi malah makin sakit gitu. Ini kok malah jadi kayak lu di TB-in.
Aduh. 3 versus 5 with the lockdown available here for DRX. Very difficult to play through. There's nothing to counter it.
Yeah.
Gonna have to hold their ground. You're right. I mean, they have one shock dart out from Enzo.
Dirk again, the TP. Same thing.
No
way.
Oh my goodness.
Keterlaluan. Lu kalah. Keterlaluan. Masa strategi yang sama kalah lagi, bro?
One gets hit. Enzo on the swing. The dart has spotted him, and Mako's. Yeah, there's really no way in. Mako's gonna hold it the whole way. Dirk made him earn that one, though.
That was certainly close. If that came a second earlier, he might have been able to take out
dulu.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we have to consider how these ults have flipped in the opposite
Akun
direction.
Vigil punya lu kan, Jok?
What a peak it was.
He's been persistent in that spot.
And something to note there is he's landing. He's playing from top 410 there at the beginning of the round to get that height instantly.
Akun Vigil punya lu kan?
Iya, punya gua.
But talking about the ult swings, the thing that FNATIC has to deal with is actually.
Kalau naik gitu, kalau naik gitu kenapa nggak pakai ID gue aja? Yang gue pakai.
Yang mana? Bude. ID apa yang punya lo?
Bude. Kan ID gue 2.
Enggak, yang itu rank apa?
Yang Bude.
Iya, dia.
Diamond. Kan mainnya bareng lu gimana?
Iya, bener. Ntar itu udah mau Diamond 1, nanggung 2 kali lagi. Semalam kalah 2 kali soalnya.
Tapi gak apa-apa, kalau misalkan jadi naik, gua gak bisa main lagi, susah.
Hah?
Dari situ aja lah. Lu pakai Vigil aja udah.
Apa tuh? Pakai Vigil.
Akun Vigil, Vin.
Akun Valorant.
Valo.
Oh.
Jadi buat gue mau buka jasa joki nih bentar lagi nih.
Oke.
Kalau lu main Valo tiap hari gue buka aja.
Enggak lah, Vin. Capek, Vin, ngejoki.
Lah, jokinya nggak usah bener-bener yang kayak toko gitu. Pas lu streaming lu joki gitu loh. Jadi lu jokinya pas lu streaming aja, bukannya jadi harus lu jadwalin kayak kerjaan
kayaknya
gitu.
Kayaknya gue kuat joki gue kuat kalau ngejoki cuma dari ini dong. Sampai gold dong deh.
Dari Iron sampai Silver 3 gue kuat jokiin.
Wah, gue gak mau Iron,
gue sampai gold masih kuat sih. Kalau udah Platinum gak kuat. Gue lebih gol 1 tapi ya.
RB playing around the utility and Mystic jumps right out of it and takes the fight to him. The panel's been cleared out.
Korean Jet beraksi adik-adik.
Korean Jet nih bro.
Belum, lu lihat ntar ya, defense-nya FNATIC.
Defend.
Defend mah.
Defend budak bang.
Budak.
Iya, defend.
One more time.
Mengerikan aja sumpah. Opik juga itu kuat banget itu. Mereka kemarin pas nahan ini.
Mako mukanya lucu banget dah.
Owner CEO-nya.
Nah itu kayak si Jason. Kan ya? Kayak Jason anjing.
Is he in the DRX camp right now?
Udah streaming dia.
Oh, udah streaming.
Jing juga udah streaming tadi.
Aaron mau jalan-jalan tuh.
Tinggal ini doang yang belum pulang, Bengkai.
With a little Vamos sign too. I like this. I like what's going on.
Next thing we'll get a couple crew players.
Emang Jason.
Coach Owner
Oh, itu emang Jason.
from Leviathan.
Hah?
Had to sneak that in there.
Oh, emang Jason anjir.
Berarti dia streamingnya dari sana.
Streaming di Korea.
Sana bisa dong.
Oh, emang Jason. Makanya gue kayak Jason itu gue lihat dia.
Enggak, Jason ngapain ke Korea, Vin?
Jalan-jalan kali.
Mau jadi player
Both
DRX.
teams called timeouts.
Siapa yang bilang
sama,
dia, siapa yang
direct
bilang dia ke
direct.
Korea anjing?
Understand
Lah
the game
tadi
so
lu bilang
far.
mungkin dia streaming di
Have a
Korea.
chance.
Kok Korea di Istanbul salah.
Oh, kalau Istanbul ya mungkin.
Looking at this game
Enggak,
was
salah
Dia
ngomong,
kan
salah ngomong.
dia kan
Gara-gara
punya
lagi
punya
orang
tempat
Korea.
latihan juga.
the assistance of their coaches and
dalam
co-IGLs.
Wah, ketahuan touch.
Under touch. Enak banget tuh nahan dari situ tuh sekarang tuh.
What's the game called? With the marble and the 3 cups and you're trying to hide it? Shell game? Is that what it's called?
Enaknya jadi si Jason nih. Umur 18 udah ngerasain beginian. Beruntung sekali dia.
Alfier's gonna be late going into A,
nyoba,
but they're
Vin.
trying to get around the Vipers.
Gua,
But then
gua
look
mah
at
tahu
that as a
kapasitas.
Look
Gua
at
waktu umur
that.
18.
They've got him pinched in.
Umur 18 gua ngapain ya? Masih sekolah gue SMA.
So difficult to
Oh,
get.
UN gue.
Dong.
Zess is the only one looking
Enggak, dia udah
past
lulus
the
deh.
wall.
Lagi
Kuliah itu.
libur masuk kuliah.
Outside of the pit. The
18.
spike's so far up.
Spread's still great here from Fnatic though. They've actually maintained the space and spawn.
Durka up top.
It sticks through as well.
Dax knows.
Ah udah nih, Derka keculik.
Now they have to
Si
pivot. I mean,
botak.
it's in such a tough spot here.
Jason ceritanya didukung Bonyok. Mereka udah beli tiket tapi taunya PRX-nya tusun. Oh, jadi dia nunggu di situ sampai Kevin pada ke Istanbul gitu.
RB's res back up, numbers back their
Dipikir
way.
sampai final, belinya hari Jumat besok.
He's got to be able to relieve some of this pressure mid.
He's also given up support on his teammates at A.
Mako creeping.
Apa-apa
forward. What is
punya
this
berarti
round,
punya
man?
keyakinan.
They're up so far.
Apa liburan mereka?
Enzo, the timing has to be
Iya,
immaculate here.
liburan, jalan-jalan ke keluarga.
He's 54 HP. He has no armor.
Waiting for his teammates' contact.
Pelan terus.
Here's Alpha.
Swinging around. There he is. Enzo on the
Dia
swing.
mikirnya
Enzo with the
retake aja
kill
deh,
for
katanya.
RB.
Susah lu kalau mau nge-retake ini
What a
susah.
play out from
Iya,
Fnatic.
enggak maksudnya mereka mikirnya
He's
gitu.
got the spike on his side here, and it's not planted for the Fnatic members.
Enzo has one shock dart, and there it is. You see it
Plan up,
soaring across your screen out there on the swing. The
Nggak
defuse will
bisa,
be no
kalau
more.
udah kalau
Fnatic
dikasih
gets the
plan, apalagi di A itu udah
What
line up
an
semua pasti.
insane round.
Babi emang
Fnatic
nih
twice now,
tim-tim
and it's
line up ini
timeouts
ngeselin
going
aja.
for some mid presence. Last time it was a B split, this time an A split, which is so unconventional. I mean,
lagi
for
berharap
Fnatic, it's a
Riot
little bit more
bener-bener
common,
ini
but
sih.
still, even for them.
I mean, that seldom
Ngebersihin
works.
tuh
How often have you seen a
cheater-cheater tugel
successful
tuh.
A split through mid?
And also, I love the response from Mako. Obviously, they're trying to
Cheater
counter the
tuh
Vipers
nggak akan
mid,
bisa
but
bersih,
he
Jo.
still has his wall up, and he uses it
Wah, gua
dynamically. You never
main
see
jam 3
Vipers do
subuh
like
ketemu cheater, buset tryhardnya pakai banget, bro.
Moments like
Ya,
this,
kalau udah
in
ketemu cheater nggak usah tryhard kalau gitu.
tournament runs, they bring out the best
Tapi
in
menang, Vin.
players. They bring
Ya
out the best in
ampun.
teams.
Iya udah ngechip kalah anjing, lucu banget, cok.
Conceal either.
Pas offside
They'll
lagi.
go back and
Kita
forth.
berarti wallhack ya.
Alfred
Enggak,
Buzz
dia wall
goes
hack
down.
terus dia pakai yang ini loh.
This time we got boasters ready to split up.
Nembaknya auto aim-nya bukan ke kepala, ke
They're gonna
badan.
try to bully their way on the sights and just pop that down. Give themselves huge chances here. The drone's just been used too.
Surely that spotted Durka, right?
Iya, tolonglah cheater-cheater kalau bisa jangan nge-cheat ya.
Not committing. Small
Maksud
enough
gua
time.
kalau lu cupu main Candy Crush ke
They can go.
Enggak, pokoknya kalau saran dari gua tolonglah cheater-cheater tuh jangan nge-cheat. Ya, tolong banget nih.
Need a pick.
Kita nggak bisa ngeberantas lu. Tolonglah jangan nge-cheat.
Mystic still has his wall. He's gonna try to use that left
Pasti
side
Tejo nggak
wall right
ngerti.
now, and he does.
ngerti
And this could be it for Boaster.
Durka finding a big kill from up top and stacks on the train. Mystic
Lebih
still
banget
holds
si
on.
botak anjir.
RB has gotten
Anjing,
two.
RB.
Arbi.
Huge.
Dari kemarin emang
Enzo
Arbi
so
sama
far
si
away too.
Stex
He
yang
was already set up
bersinar.
for post plants. He was already set up for lineups with the shock darts. And now the safety valve has become the main one.
Wah Enzo.
Spike picked up.
Clutch sama Enzo,
Line up
lalu
deh.
sih.
Instantly put right
Line up deh, Average Jonas line up nih. Kok nggak line up bang?
YOLO dia.
Moving around, he spotted one.
Spammable now.
He's got to drop down. Yeah, he's got to get away.
Dari
Still
kanan.
surrounded, and RB gets a third on the round and the defuse.
It is a massive
Dia
round from
masih
RB.
bedanya nggak jauh lah.
Finding the space. Did he get on top of that wall? Is that how he
Pokoknya jangan
challenged
kasih
the
DRX
planter
9
eventually?
deh.
You saw
Aduh,
Boaster was
jangan,
thinking about it. He
serius.
was completely caught off guard while that spike was being planted.
DRX kalau udah
Nobody to
9
cover
suka
those
turu.
two crucial members on Fnatic.
Yeah, I want to see that again.
Oh ini nggak mirror agent, kemarin mirror agent. Lah kan mirror agent itu bukan rules, itu mah kebetulan. Beberapa map udah ada metanya soalnya kan.
So close.
Jadi ya dipakai metanya. Itu sebenarnya phantom moment tuh.
Double-edged sword that one. But a lot of times you'll actually see Vipers use their ult there. So
Jadi kecil-kecil udah jenggotan. Tadi siapa tuh yang di highlight?
DRX is making a great
Masa nggak boleh bang?
tail end of the
Mereka
first
belum
half.
puber anjing.
Fnatic at this point
Udah sih.
hoping to be a little higher in the round count. Especially given the 4-0 start that they had.
Tapi di Greaser udah dipakai belum? Itu baru sampai tadi sore. Besok gue coba pakai. Itu tinggal
Apaan?
disemprot terus dilap pakai kain fiber ini doang kan, microfiber aja kan ya? Enggak, gue beli cairan katanya. Kan kursi gue nih kan keringetan kan, bahan fabriknya jadi kuning kan.
Oh.
Gue pengen coba ilangin noda kuningnya biar bersih lagi kursi gue.
But they're actually rotating back.
Right into the hands of Buzz, but same thing's going on the other side. Just Buzz now left here, and Durka is definitely keeping them in this vicinity.
And a note here, Buzz still has his dash too. Feels a little bit of pressure.
Digosok-gosok beberapa kali. Oke, kita coba besok.
The site is massive.
Semoga bisa hilang.
This setup is not going to
Kalau
favor
bisa hilang sih,
because
gue
they're
berterima
gonna get
kasih
that
sih
ult
sama
now.
lu,
So,
Duta.
good thing that the drone is coming in, calling Zest back over in this case.
30 seconds left.
There's Buzz, dash used. Player spotted. I think he took his hand off.
We're gonna bring him back up.
Tangannya patah, bos.
No, you got to be careful here. If RB if he gets here in time, decides to use the lockdown, Enzo has the Hunter's Fury to counter.
Waduh, ke di-tag lu, bos.
And the Viper's Pit poster concealing everything. They try to spam through the wall, and there's the lockdown that we were just mentioning. The Hunter's Fury is the counter. Clear as day. Sax has gotten 2 on the round. Enzo trying to find any
Mau
else with
line
3
up
seconds
kah?
left. The Spike's not going to have enough time.
Unbelievable.
Gimana mau line up tuh?
DRX.
Lose the first 4 and just
In the half.
come back swinging so hard. Those fast retakes is something they're implementing on every single map.
Tet, 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 tet.
Important first pick on the most valuable member of Fnatic at that point in the round.
Wacing. Stack.
Sax just like full battle stages his way too into the Viper's Pit.
Buset, tuh keyboard di bawah monitor gitu.
Walk away on top. You're right, the fast retakes out from DRX are causing fits
Nggak ada,
for
thank
Fnatic
you.
right now.
Aku cinta mataku.
So far away from what they were doing at the beginning of the half. Remember how slow they were waiting out the utility.
Yeah.
Waiting out even the post plans. Shifting gears. And bringing it up to 5th.
Ke refleks vertikalnya ngeri anjing.
We really haven't seen much fast out of Fnatic either.
You can't play fast with this comp.
Yeah.
Waduh. Wah, gila. Hampir mati lo itu lo, flicknya lo.
Trying to spam through, guess where Durka might be. His Boaster goes up top, scoops the spike up. This should be the second attempt at which they try to get it down. First one went sideways. Boaster manages to get it down. 3v3 here. For the site, remember Durka has the Tour de Force, but he also has a Vandal in his hand.
Tukeran gitu asapnya.
Oke.
Who's the first to go? And where's the entrance? Where's the opening? Where's the crack? Slip your way in. Durka still holding with the Tour de Force. The wall goes down. Buzz does too. A massive kill. As well as
Bahaya banget ya.
stacks.
Wah.
And Mako will not survive.
Tak 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 tak.
7-5 at the end of the first half.
Halo, Okta.
Fnatic, a good attack side, but DRX certainly showing they're here to play. neither team falling to the mental collapse.
And that means we're due for a very good second half. Let's throw it down to the desk, have them break down the 7-5 half.
That's right, and out of the gate, you can already tell that Durka
Damn.
coming in hot right at the start of this.
Aimlab dikasih nyawa. Aimlab dikasih kill. Wah anjing 439.
Ini kenapa nggak Valorant nggak kayak game sebelah kalau lagi streaming gitu sih?
Kenapa?
Poinnya yang di bawah nggak bisa dipakai anjir, kalau di sebelah bisa dipakai buat itu ngevote siapa yang menurut kalian menang.
Emang mager aja dia kali.
Mager kali buatnya.
Oh, maksud lu yang judinya, yang bettingnya.
Betting maksudnya?
Yang betting kan, lu vote siapa pakai poin kan?
Iya,
kalau lu
betting
menang
di
dikali
live-nya.
1,5 gitu kan? Iya, itu emang nggak dipakai sama dia.
I don't know what the hell is going on
Ya
right
taruhan
now.
di
But when
Twitch.
you're playing this Killjoy comp, you struggle in the retake. So a big priority is double flanking and fighting in the back lines to be able to win out in those post lines. The first half of that half, DRX was
Om
struggling.
Deddy mantep
but
banget,
they
parah.
improved.
Yeah, well, let's actually look ahead though.
Om
and
Deddy
talk
banget,
about,
anjir.
Om
Valorant,
Deddy, bro.
because he's going to be one of the players that, we have to put a spotlight on here. Mimi, you pointed
Buset
out
RB. Lu kayak jamur ya.
RB to be activated here in the second half.
Yeah, he was playing a really pivotal role, I think, playing that Killjoy on their defensive side, but moving forwards, RB is going to be...
Kalau nggak berhasil gue gantiin Saweria Goban santai kan. Gue emang pengen coba santai aja Zut, buset.
Just him staying alive as utility. It's going to be really vital
Widih,
that he
kalau
stays
mesin
alive
tangan banget tuh ya.
well, and he has been doing a reasonable job of it.
Kocok terus hitnya.
Being able to bring this to a 7-5 half in the first place.
In these comps, Killjoy players are make or break on both halves, and for him, it's about being good in
Pan.
those post flanks and also being good at holding down those flanks, ensuring that FNATIC does not get behind you.
Alfajer.
And fight you constantly.
Yeah, well, FNATIC always have the game plan on Icebox.
Coach Sin nih, Coach Sin. Ayo Coach Sin.
Let's send it back over to
Box
Doug
map
and
1.
Paul.
Dia ngomongnya gimana ya?
안녕하세요. 신태영입니다. Fighting. Ya, fighting.
Bipali gitu.
Aish. Ya. Oi, ya.
Aish cinca.
Bah.
Such a lurk presence. You consistently see in this game.
Paksu, kalau bilang paksu.
Working out for him, so he's not taking those same paths. You saw the one where he almost pounded his desk. That was a flank that he usually should be able to get off.
Paksu.
And it really should have, if I remember correctly. I think he had a handle going into a Bulldog either way.
Nice peek past the drone as it takes contact on the other players from Durka, but there's nobody there.
Wih, ini emang nih takbo.
Continues to get away with
Nih banget takbo nih.
probably shouldn't be able to.
Positioned here.
Mati nih.
More to find. Oh my goodness, Durka.
Durka's just sliding it up somehow. Poor Mystic wants to say an official lamb for Durka.
Tai ini orang
What a
sumpah.
teammate.
And that's now the two
Tai ini
pistols
orang
for
sumpah.
Fnatic.
Oh ya botak.
And Durka is 23-7.
Nggak
Also
jelas anjing
identical
botak.
to the first half pistol rounds in terms of the kill distribution. Durka
Waduh.
just insane.
Ini loh, set. Buset, di TB-in sama temennya.
Again,
Di TB-in sama
the
temennya.
help out from Mystic. Here you go, buddy. Take your time.
Iya,
Reload.
main tim
We'll
Korea.
give you another.
DRX sama FNATIC.
23 kill ya adik-adik.
Fully committed to the
Dan belum baru round
every
1
person
gitu loh.
spot up. Boaster with a Marshall holding the long angle at B. And I love this reactive.
Alah.
Halo.
A little interesting from Mystic,
Hello?
but
Halo.
usually putting it down reactively
Halo,
against
stuck.
the pistol
The
is so
fuck?
good. And
Apa di cover
actually,
dari
Mystic gitu
sampingnya?
yang nge-wall.
it's low-key fire. You saw it.
Yeah.
It's a double segment over towards the right side here. of
Itu
Maze.
Mystic yang nge-wall.
Oh, Mystic.
Buat ngeblok ininya ya. Cuma kan itu masih ada bolong juga tuh, bisa ke-pick juga.
Ya tapi nggak bisa lewat kayak.
Can you
Bisa
get
deh,
through
bisa.
on the right though. That's what I was originally hesitating on. I don't think so.
Doesn't sound like it.
Mystic. Never doubt him.
Buzz finally gets you 2 panels, but it's other 2.
And there's a
that are
gap for him on the
tested.
left.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there it is.
beautiful.
He's
Itu
looking
maksud gue.
for it. Durka from up top finds another. Sax though. Getting on with the classic.
Apaan lu?
Ferrari nih. Ini Enzo Ferrari nih ya.
Kelar, udah.
Another clean
Ada.
round out
Pap
from
dua nggak
Fnatic.
sih?
And this is how the first half started. Remember, it was a
Kayaknya nggak ada.
4-1
Kayaknya nggak ada
one back
streaming.
to get us to a 7-5 half.
Sama
But
sih gua.
given that it's the second half this time around, you've got to
Respect
be a lot
streamer
more
nggak nih dia?
careful.
Match
Enggak.
2 itu
Not as
respect
gambly
streamer.
as a buy in that
Gak usah respect streamer deh. Gue udah muak di respect.
But I have to give props to Mystic there. Very, very cool wall.
Iya nih. Fnatic
9-5. This is where they
tetap saya bocil kematian
win
Pride adik-adik.
this bonus. Fnatic's attempt here.
Icebox side-nya A doang kayaknya ya. Karena emang lebih enak nge-push A dibandingin nge-push B guys di Icebox tuh.
Ngelawan yang di long dulu.
Iya. Masa itu akses ke B itu cuma satu gitu, long.
Kalau enggak lewat mid.
Lewat mid lebih berbahaya
sendiri lagi.
Jadi kalau A kan enak, lu bisa kiri kanan langsung. Bisa lewat flying fog juga.
Given the fact that the DRX have been caught with similar
Kalau
antics
dari perspektif public sih, perspektif. Nah,
this time it's actually DRX
public ya, player public bukan pro player ya. Lu kalau mau ke B, lu ini dulu midnya.
Mid control.
Dari mid baru bisa ke B. Kalau lu langsung tabrak dari long,
bisa, tapi berat.
They already know Mystic is. Both the top fraggers of Fnatic at this point in the game.
Lo mesti bisa ngebet gitu.
Bro, the tech.
Wawalnya keren juga nih ternyata si Mystic.
Let's see.
Wawal ngeri.
Oh, they haven't noticed. Oh my gosh. He dashes away to safety. The slower drop. As he takes a step back.
The speed.
DRX itu latihannya dari jam 1 siang sampai
Just
jam
on
2
the other
malam
side of the
tiap hari.
wall. Buzz goes up top. He gets impatient. He tries to go fast. And Fnatic gladly welcome what DRX throw their way. Another bonus round for the home crowd.
5-round lead. DRX gonna call
Jadi
a
mereka
timeout
latihan
for the
13 jam sehari.
same reason as the first half.
Salah kerja.
But this one looks
Salah
even
YouTuber.
more dominant. The new things Mystic is showing. And the support his teammates are giving him is beautiful.
Jam 1 siang loh.
Alpha just in time.
That guy on the second row, we've looked at him twice, and he always seems so dejected. He's always so sad. Again, DRX calling a timeout, as you were saying, for the exact same reasons. You feel
berat DRX.
And this is when they were able to turn.
Seenggaknya kamu bangga lah, kamu udah juara 6 lah ya.
This time though, Bala, you're right. It feels a bit more insurmountable because Mystic is showing all this ratty stuff. Durka's possibly having the performance of his life right now. He's 26-7. I would love to see what his highest kills in an official are because he's got to be dancing with it at this point.
Nih buah botak ya, ngeri nih botak nih.
Botak, kamu nggak jelas.
From Fnatic, looking very good, and we have a swap up of the setup out of the timeout here on the anti-eco, but Buzz did buy just one stinger. Let's see what they can provide. Mystic and Durka have swapped over towards the
Ini kalau kalah langsung pulang ya.
Alpha has provided a little bit of coverage.
Siapapun yang kalah, jual kebab Turki.
And also in mid while he stays bottom boiler, even covering
the
mid push.
Sampai mana tuh anjir?
Wow,
What?
DRX, I mean, that is
What?
That's not a normal.
Nope.
Gimana?
Alarm bot that you put down. That's one that
What
you used
the
for audibles called against, or that Fnatic called.
What?
Wah, game sense-nya
They got
dewa
sharp
banget
lineup for it.
anjing.
What the Kalian mungkin nggak ngeliat ya ketutupan facecam gue ya guys ya, tapi dia pakai shock dart buat ngancurin
He's considering the fact, oh, they know
Bumbot.
for this.
bumbot dari jauh.
Use that, but they don't. They just hit all towards
Botnya
that.
killjoy dia.
What
Just
the
has a stinger. Gotta keep that in mind there, but he's already taken
Itu si Zes kan?
And again,
Yang
this
shock dart?
wall is just so pesky, man.
Biru itu.
But they get their way through.
Enzo.
They pick apart
Oh,
at it, and
Enzo.
finally
Enzo.
manage to get this fight down. But they're already dropping members.
That was actually their own wall. Stax misplaced it for the plant, so they had to break through it.
Jagain gua mau ngedrone, jagain.
Itu lead semua gitu anjing. Player DRX.
Standing close by. Oh, the swing out from Dirk once again off of the drone. The timing's just so good.
Pasti DRX nih lagi
And
ini
once
nih
again,
DRX
it feels like DRX are gonna walk
lagi
out of
nyari
this
kill
round
nih
with
anjing.
more than a whimper. 11-5.
Oke, dia agresif banget.
Now all they need is 2 more.
Bola akhirnya
Now, we've been talking about the ult cascade. It's not usually as big of a factor
pernah
on this
ngambil
defensive
senjata
side.
drop yang baru lu kill dari
Certainly is
musuh.
something that can get you these rounds.
Jangan nafsu
And
ngambil.
DRX has that in their mind too.
Gila.
This is a very
Relax.
And mind you, it's
Sampai
difficult
banting pala
regardless when
gitu.
someone on the other side is 27 and
Sayang kursinya gua,
But
makanya
the
kasih
truth
gua dah.
is, again, like, Mystic
Dia mikir,
is so difficult to
gua
deal with both
latihan 13 jam begini amat gitu.
278.
another shock lineup set up
Ribet
here.
emang nih.
But this time it's not there.
Botak.
I'm not sure if
Kemana
it's the
tuh?
same lineup he used last time.
Nggak kelihatan bang.
I think it was, and you see
Either
the
way, he moved it,
repositioning of it. Yeah, it's just a bit further to the east.
Mystic and Durko double
nih,
setup
mereka
here.
ke B
Durko's
nih.
going to take contact
Aduh.
TP out. They have nothing
Gede banget tuh.
to
Beto.
nullify him with this composition.
Tuh lihat temennya masih di mid kan.
Really no reason to
Ketahuan si Bas
Also,
udah
look,
dijagain.
Mystic has his classic out.
Iya.
Scared of the barrel poking out, but eventually
midnya
swaps
di-pick.
anyways. They're just not moving after
Oke.
dashing up top.
Oke aja deh Pak. Sorry.
Here's the drone.
He's cleared out again. This is
TTP
the trap
dia
that was
turun.
laid. And
It's too
Ya nggak usah cek corner emang,
you're
nggak usah.
absolutely right. A very good trade there. DRX find another, try to open their way into the side, and perhaps they have.
Buat apa cek corner? Cek corner is only for noobs.
They've got mollies, and they have the Hunter Siri. Should they choose to invest it? You see Enzo already playing
Ini Derek.
further back, waiting for it, and there it is.
Trot,
Nothing tagged
Kena.
there,
trot.
and it's just
Nah, mati.
Alpha
Trot.
Go disappears. He go
Kok nggak kena sih itu?
Nggak kena itu.
Anjir.
Nggak nyampe.
This one can
From
fall.
the youngster as Nanoswarm looks to hit him in the face, but the dart is so good.
Wow.
And they don't spam the right spot.
Vin, gue mau nanya Vin.
It's all falling on
Orang
Enzo
udah join
now.
member.
In this 1v2.
Di kita udah
Again,
masuk, cuman di
no
dia
Hunter
belum
Siri.
muncul
Does
gitu
have a
loh.
couple
Vin,
shot
kenapa
darts,
ya?
though. That one's a bit shallow.
Di kita
Mako
udah
on the
masuk,
swing,
di dia
gets
belum
the
muncul.
trade.
Belum ada tanda kayak dia
We
udah join
thought for
member gitu loh.
sure Mystic was going to be
Nggak ada
able to find
badge-nya.
more than one in that case.
Nggak ada badge-nya.
They set him up
Oh.
so perfectly.
Itu
Reload
ngebug.
nggak sih?
But the trigger
Ngebug
discipline
biasanya.
not there. And
Ntar
it was,
berapa hari
you know, it's
muncul
not
abis
his
itu.
fault there. He,
Oh.
considering how close
Yang penting
those
dia
DRX
udah bisa
members are
benefit
getting
aja,
to
benefit
his
membernya
teammates.
udah bisa
And
aktif,
his
itu udah
teammates
aktif.
think
Kadang
he's
ngebug
fully
patch.
safe to be in the open there. And that's the first of many that DRX will need.
But again, it's right on schedule.
13
Right? It's a
16.
4-0.
Like the first half.
Bukan nggak cek corner, tadi kena bait chamber dari sana, tapi dikira udah nggak ada lagi. Nah itu kan artinya lu nggak cek corner gimana sih?
Book is rewritten.
Iya, nggak aware tuh sama corner.
Iya, lu terlalu percaya dengan
Jericho has the Tour de
bait
Force.
musuh chambernya
Comments on
TP
side
gitu loh.
very close to having
Lu
their
pikir
own
cuma ada satu di situ, kenapa
ini
nggak
baru
lu
ngecek
cek?
nih.
Baru ngecek, nah kan harusnya kayak gitu loh.
Everybody back over towards the A side, but look at the flank going on.
Yeah, they're so far into A that they can rotate back to B, knowing that there's no threat on the other side.
Stax is planting in a spot where he's completely exposed. By the way, to mid right there.
The
Oh,
Viper
dijagain nih.
right cover and FNATIC not going for the fast retake. because of the
Dijagain.
flank. And look at this wall. Oh, but Stax getting dangerous, getting curious, swings out, tries to
Wah,
find
Jim.
value. But no, it's Enzo who does. The thing is, RB is still around. The drone's gonna find, or the dart, excuse me, is gonna find him too.
Bang botak,
The element of surprise gone.
udah pusing nih.
There's a fight.
Enzo
on both
pusing.
sides.
Kuat
So
banget.
right now,
Anjing.
RB falls. That's
Orangnya.
on the trade. Spike is still
Dirk,
ticking. The
Dirk.
Viper pit's still around, and Dirk is gonna have to do it himself.
Dirk,
And there's just no real way. There's
Wah,
just
Jim.
no time.
anjing, mati deh Dirk.
His own slow is demise. Baby.
Tipis.
Cutting it
Oh,
close.
dia belum bisa juga
Hectic
Vin akses
flank
stickernya. Kenapa itu?
Mystic.
Ah, berarti itu lu mesti report ke ini, ke customer service-nya. Kalau udah kepotong saldo tapi belum jadi member, lu harus report. Lapor.
Players way too close. Here's what we missed on the side of the Viper's pit.
Lapor bang.
Buzz holding it down with Mako.
Lepor.
That was so chaotic.
Lepor bang, lepor.
Kayaknya yang terjodoh dia nggak live. Lah, dia lagi live itu sahabat
Gone
Ton.
with the insane run from FNATIC at the
Waktu
beginning of this
saya
half.
nggak dihabisin guys. Saya mau
The
habisin hari
4-0
ini pokoknya.
basically in a row. But it's still now only 4 rounds of DRX is
Gua
up.
jam 11
This
gua
has been
ini
cut
kan
down
buka
quite
flat up.
significantly already.
Main-main gak rasa aja sampai jam 2 siang.
Emang nggak berasa. Tetap tuh nggak berasa, anjir. Satu hari itu sekitar 15 menit.
decent money situation too.
Wondering.
Aku mau daftar jadi pro player
Killjoy ult's
tapi
going to
lah.
be the easiest one to use to get onto the site. Yeah, Alpha's Molly spread so well. Easily can delay, and if Boaster can get a Molly off before he has to leave.
Respect streamer nih mereka nih.
Just play the post line instead with that lockdown.
11-7 tuh udah respect streamer sih. 11-5 baru nggak respect streamer.
Taking a good bit of damage. He doesn't have his Viper spit. RB, you see him, he's threatening, holding that lockdown, ready to go. Primed in position to secure the round for DRX, and there you go.
Both used at the same time.
What did FNATIC do? There's the Hunter's Fury, the one crazy.
Sama-sama nowhere tuh, run tuh.
But perhaps Durka can find more. Poster still playing back yellow as FNATIC just dismantled DRX once again.
Oh, Fajarnya ngeflank.
Oh my goodness, there's 2 players here. 2 still alive though.
Oh, Zaz!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that could have been so bad.
Itu nggak ada yang jaga belakang.
What a split-second decision from FNATIC. Send 2 in, send 2 out. Boaster and Alphayear committing to getting locked up.
Pico ya mereka ya.
And they come in and save the day.
30 kill, Vin.
Mantap bro.
Call, man.
Botak ngeri banget, bro.
And Dirk is now at 30 kills.
Only 30. Guys, slow down.
It was 19 at the half,
Botak
so
dan seonggok
absolutely
kayu.
hasn't. 30 and 9. We saw
30 and 9.
We might finally
Botak
actually have
gak
this battle
jelas.
going on. Bait setup again. Mystic gonna stay up top this time.
Kalau nggak dicek lagi sih nggak
This time
ngerti
he's
gue
playing
ya.
a bit further up, and he's actually just clear at the drone.
Remember, every other time that drone has come
Kira
through in this
DRX
direction while
pada
Dirk has
bilang
been here, it's been
tembak
somebody
semua
else
nggak ya?
taking contact.
Itu
So
lucu
DRX
aja.
should know something's up right off the bat here.
Buzz has the blades.
Tembak semua.
On the opposite side. And
They
you
found my
want to
trap.
side of DRX that can try to neutralize.
Saatnya slash all GG. Biasa gue udah kayak gitu tuh. Slash all GG's. Udah 12 issue.
It's the same cheeky little setup that they had down for long. Durka gets out, Mystic is still there.
And also, if you're wondering, Durka's shooting the ground there. He's looking for the alarm bot that he heard RB put down. Boaster now pops his ult. That means B almost certainly is closed.
Ada sama tuh
In the
e-sport
decision-making
Prancis.
tree of stacks right now. And this is a do-or-die
Nah,
round
di wall
for
kayak
map
gitu
number 1.
lagi.
And look at FNATIC's setup already. You've got the nanostorms that just landed, the Sage wall, but DRX have to break their way through. They don't have a ton of time to pivot off of this. You've got Mako who's going to be on the flank, but there's a Barbot that's keeping him back. Meanwhile, the star for DRX is already fallen. Buzz no longer around. RB2. Mako's timing does not align.
Dah, gue udah ngetik slash all GG sini. Udah.
Looking to clean it up himself, not able to do it. It's actually Alphayear who puts DRX away and gives FNATIC a 1-0 lead.
FNATIC's Icebox
Eh,
looking
2-0 nggak sih ini?
strong as
2-0
ever.
ini kayaknya.
Before this tournament, they were 7-0 with this comp.
Si Botak bahaya banget
When they
nih.
played Fury, they looked nothing like that.
Nope. That looked effortless. It really did. DRX made a run at it in the first half, but you remember, it was a 7-5 half. 2 rounds after that.
Kapan lagi orang Korea jualan kebab?
Backside for FNATIC as well. They did very, very well on that first half. Bit on DRX, again, mentioning the duel of the IGLs, I think something that hurt them yesterday against Loud was the calling late after things started to crumble.
Tawa anjing.
Boaster.
And they showed cool things. They had really cool ideas on Icebox. But the playmaking wasn't enough.
Kalau Durka nyala
Forsaken in the
gini sih
DRX
ente
jersey was
bro
not enough.
musuhnya.
Masalahnya DRX itu nggak pernah ada yang
No, there's not.
kayak DRX gini loh. Jadi mereka tuh tim performance banget DRX tuh.
Just
Ya,
dominant.
Gak ada satu benar-benar.
Nggak ada
carry
satu
kan.
yang nyala, iya. Mereka semua ngandelin satu sama lain gitu. Jadi sulit juga kadang.
The best player in the world. When you're able to do that on this
Tadi pas
stage in front of that
11-7 langsung
crowd,
itu tuh
I
slash
mean, yeah,
FF.
you gotta tip a hat to him if nothing else.
Forfeit.
31 and
Yoi.
10 for the finish offer of FNATIC. That is ridiculous.
Outrageous performance out from FNATIC, out from Durka, really across the board. A strong 1-0 lead to take us to halftime. We'll be right back.
Udah ada harusnya nih di ini.
FLR.
Hah? Derke 408 bro.
Buset.
Lihat guys ACS-nya. Yang lainnya 194, 171, 160, 143, 408 bro.
Lu lihat Zez-nya nggak dikasih main tuh.
Zez AFK bro.
Ngeri desap.
Gila Derke. Derke e-sport.
Ini gimana ya kalau ya Derke, Ardis, Teh Botol, Krayo jadi satu tim.
ACS-nya apaan bang? Average combat score. Gila. 408 ya. Kemarin Yey berapa? 300-an kan nih?
300.
Ya.
Optik lawan Xset. Dia 260. 288 bahkan.
Ini mah
2110 doang soalnya. Gila, Derke 3110 anjing.
mau fun match nggak Bang Tiji? Fun match sama siapa? Itu Derke jalan di kita udah tembak-tembakan. Insting
Highest
pro player
ACS
emang
tetap
beda, bro.
Tenzi. Iya, Tenzi kan 400 berapa sih? 30 ya?
Iya, hampir 450-an. Gedean ACS gua semalam
Siap bang ACS gede.
60.
Gede banget dah. Ini sebenarnya kasihan tahu yang main ini. Jadi yang tanggal 16 nanti hari Jumat kan Cloud lawan Optik tuh ya. Siapapun yang kalah langsung main lagi jam 12 ya.
Anjing. Yang kalah turun keluar langsung main.
Iya kan? Oh enggak deh, sorry, my bad. Enggak.
Enggak, Vin.
Enggak.
Tanggal 17.
Iya, tanggal 17. Gue salah. Ini kan lower round 3 kan pemenang ini sama ini, pemenang lower round. Salah lihat gue. Gue pikir kasihan banget anjing yang kalah di upper final langsung main lagi. Keras banget hidupnya. Oh dia kesini, yang kalah upper final ke lower final bakal ngelawan pemenang lower bracket. Iya.
That was clinical by FNATIC as we look at the MVP breakdown. It
Master
definitely
Copenhagen,
all falls,
Master
honestly, on the impact that
Rejavik DRX
Gila, pas
selalu finish
8.
posisi 6. Oh ini Vin. Katanya DRX selalu finish posisi 6.
Terus
Iya, Master Copenhagen, terus Master Rejavik. Apakah ini 6 juga?
1.5 kills per round. I think actually 1.5 kills per round.
Seperti begitu.
I don't know math either. I'm not gonna lie.
combat score 408 ya. Aduh.
Ya, Devin streaming. Terima kasih Superlight. Devin streaming di Twitch cuma 21 tahun guys.
Hah?
Lu streaming di Twitch pas umur lu 21 tahun.
Tau dari mana lu?
Ini gua kan follower channel nih, ada yang online pas offline-nya langsung tulisannya Nepal.
Kan emang
Gua follow gimana?
tapi kan gua offline.
Ya emang
Iya kan
offline.
kelihatan, tetap kelihatan.
Kelihatan, yang offline kan kelihatan di follower channel.
Maksud lu gua bikin akun Twitch. Apa sih?
Iya, di about.
Iya, maksudnya kayak lu masuk ke Twitch itu di umur 21.
Iya.
Oh. Tapi kan gua mulai streamingnya mah bukan 21.
Iya, Vin. Kan yang dibilang Jekoprak ini, lu masuk ke Twitch-nya itu di umur 21
Waktu
tahun.
gua kontrak sama Twitch gua umur berapa ya?
Masih zaman 1070 nih PG-nya Devin.
Sampai sekarang tuh belum diganti tuh.
Udah dong.
Itunya jok. Enggak, itunya.
Oh iyalah kan udah streaming di sini dia.
Masih about me ya? About me gue.
Fake-nya nih. Kalau di bot channel di bot Carnival tulisannya I'm that tall guy. Anjir.
Anjir.
Tinggi sih teman gue sih emang sih.
I'm that tall guy.
huge amounts of snowball potential, and it's just gone missing.
Yeah, and on top of that
Charger
too,
gua
I mean,
error lagi,
every single
charger
bonus round
gua.
this map, both were converted by FNATIC.
Yeah.
That should not be happening,
Aduh,
but
udah
because
besok gue
FNATIc
tuker
balances
pakai
their economy so well,
kalkulator
with
aja lah,
that
nggak usah
FPX
pakai
rifle
HP
gun,
anjing,
they're
makan kabel
consistently able
cas.
to convert. That gave them 6 free rounds across the game. It would have been way closer if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, though,
Everybody.
moving forward, right, you're going to look, hopefully, for DRX to have some hero moments. We
Master
did get a
Berlin
few of those,
yang
though, on
gambit
Icebox
juara
and Sakura
DRX
Verizon high-speed
version
moment of the
1
match.
posisi
This
5
one
sampai
is going to go
8.
to Buzz. I know everyone's like, why didn't you give it to Durka?
Iya, itu
We
yang gue
talked a lot
bilang,
about
belum
Durka
ada
here. Buzz
mental
had
juara,
a
bro.
pretty pop-off moment here, Brent.
And overall, if you look at the first start of the tournament, I suppose, of DRX, Buzz moving over to the Jet was a massive switch up.
Tuh, itu
And it's
Jason
the
tuh.
reason they haven't
Iya,
had that
Jason
success
tuh.
in the past. But you got to see this guy step up. He's got to be the hopium element for them.
Yeah.
If they are going to be able to take this series away from FNATIC.
Yeah, and I think as we look ahead to Ascent being our second map in this one, he's going to need to have another one of those big performances. When they beat FPX, it was in large part Buzz being a crazy performer to pull them over the line. He was good on Icebox, but he needs to be great when you are playing like Durka, and a Durka that is looking again like he could be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, just one of the best aimers that you could possibly ask for on this team.
Apa
Speaking of
sih,
aiming,
panda kamu?
let's go ahead and check out another high-speed clicking session, our aim lab shoot around, and here's
This is why I'm coach.
Okay.
He's
Let's go,
actually doing
coach.
pretty
Yeah,
well.
listen, he's not doing too well.
This
He's
is
not doing
why
too bad.
I'm coach.
This is why I'm coach. I mean, he's hitting some shots. I'm not gonna lie. He's hitting
What
some
is that?
shots right now.
84% accuracy? Do you think he can hit 100K? Can he do it?
I mean, if he's hitting 100K, he's got to be on the leaderboards, right? I don't know. What's the leaderboards for?
Wah, I'm coach aja masih bagus
Iya,
Iya,
nembaknya.
gua mau bilang.
But while Mini is on the screen as well, it's important to talk
This is
about
why
the
I'm
fact
coach,
that
gua aja nggak kayak gini nih.
these teams as well.
85%
There's some
aja
preparation
nggak
there
ada
from
tuh.
DRX and FNATIC as
40.000
two
lumayan
teams.
aja.
And honestly, leading into this, it is a matter of who can put in the
Kok
most
coachnya sih yang disuruh aim labs aneh juga anjing.
The maps go in the expected
Biasa
directions with the compositions that they might end up playing as well. That plays a massive element with the direction of this series overall.
Yeah, and I
Optik
think we saw some
pegang
of those moments
siapa?
in map number 1 where DRX
pegang
did
lot.
show us that they had that prep work put in. They've implemented
Gara-gara
this new
pendukung
comp. They
optik,
played to some
makanya
of the
saya
win
Subaton.
conditions, but it didn't really happen in full. Now they have to hope that that prep
Untung
work is
headset ya.
ready for the second map of
Iya
Ascent.
bro.
Yeah, well, if you're just joining us,
Saya
FNATIC,
anaknya-
no surprise there,
saya
win
bocil cryo
Icebox
parah, bro,
13-7. Now we go over to DRX's pick
Ascent,
of
Ascent.
But I think we had highlighted this during the map vetoes that really this
Fracture
series layout, even though
decidernya,
it does favor,
aduh.
you know, FNATIC, to be completely frank, it doesn't really matter as much. I think at this point, DRX just need to find
Tapi
the
di sini
wins
mereka
where they
nahan
can.
FPX
This is
gila-gilaan
it for
sih.
them. Their backs against the wall. I'm a
FPX
little
dibuat
concerned,
bertekuk
Brent,
lutut
about
sama mereka,
DRX
bro.
in this
Asli.
second map.
Yeah, I think
sini
honestly
FPX
you can be rightfully concerned
tahan
because
ngeri-ngerian
FNATIC on
di
this
sini,
map
cuy.
as well have been no slouches on it either recently. I mean, I believe
Halo
it's with the
yang
map where they
halo
switched
yang
Durka
menang.
back over to the Jet as well
Sombong
after
banget.
such a long break from it. And if Durka's in this
Biar
prime
pemainnya
form, if he's
istirahat
carrying that
mungkin.
forward
Oh,
from the
gitu.
first map now into Ascent,
Split gak
into
dipakai.
playing
Split kan
that
lagi
Jet
di
again,
disable.
I mean, he could just be unleashed. You're not tethered to the same elements
Ascent
that you're
bukannya
used to
chamber
when
juga
you're playing the
bagus
chamber,
ya.
like in the past. He can really just get let
Ascent,
loose and supported
Ascent
by the rest of his
chamber
team.
tuh bagus di semua map
I
guys.
think with an attacking-sided start for DRX on this map, their biggest
Dia tuh bisa
priority
nge-fix
needs to be
pulang
shutting
gitu loh,
down
biar nggak
Durka.
mati.
They absolutely failed at that at map number 1. This guy
Kalau
was
ada ban
otherworldly, but now they're
agent,
playing the
chamber
full
di ban
initiator
itu.
comp.
Pasti.
They have plentiful
Tapi
utility
belum tentu.
offline to shut
Belum
him
tentu
down.
tahu.
If that is not happening, I think this series is over.
Iya sih.
Let's not forget
Double
too,
picking.
Iya sih.
last time DRX played Ascent was actually against Fun Plus Phoenix.
Kalau di
They
ban dua-duanya
started
nggak bisa
out
pakai.
hot. It was
Derek
6
kalah lagi
rounds
nih. Oh,
in a
saya
row
hari ini
against the
bocil
Copenhagen
FNATIC
champs.
saya.
You get that buffer, you start to feel pretty good. And yes, you know, that
apaan
one
tuh
did
kayak
go
ada
to
soundbar
OT.
gitu,
It was a
si-
very close
Itu
matchup.
yang
But
buat time
guys, I mean, I
out,
think it goes
terus
without saying that like
tim
Iya,
fake,
di kirinya dia kan
that
yang
this
tinggal
team
dipencet kan.
has
Iya.
Iya.
has Ascent strats prepped, ready to go,
Time
and
out,
they
team
beat
fake,
FPX
apalagi
on
ya.
this map.
I think it comes back to the pistol rounds yet again, right? Because
Yes.
they didn't win any in the first map of the series. They didn't win any against Loud. You need to get started
Vin,
early.
lu
DRX
kidal
is
apa
an
kanan,
emotional
Vin?
team, and I think getting that
Gua
big win at
kanan,
the beginning
tapi
of the
follow
round
gua
would
kidal.
really kind of put them into
Hah?
that position where they
Oh,
can
di
snowball into
gamenya.
another
Iya, di
streak.
Lu gak
game
pengen
gitu.
gitu keyboard
Alright,
keyboard tuh
I'm
sebelah
seeing
kanan,
it.
mouse tuh sebelah
Let's do
kiri,
this, sorry,
main
bro.
Valo.
No, I mean,
Boleh,
I was gonna say,
boleh.
pass with DRX on this map. Listen, I'll throw it out
Boleh.
again. Give him another little plug. The Prime Agent, I
Mantap
messed it up.
banget tuh kayaknya.
Got,
Bisa lu
me
kayak-
taken away. That's why you're the host. That's why you get paid the
Prime
big bucks.
Gaming Agent Select.
There you go.
Katanya
That's
pemuja bocil kematian.
And the point I was going to make was that DRX on this
Wih,
map
nggak ada chamber.
had really good ideas of how to play
Nggak
the
ada chamber
macro
nih.
play
Nggak
of
ada.
this map. Mainly centered around mid.
Mirror
and
pick ya?
I've seen in the past
Enggak. Sebelah ada Killjoy.
Abbas pakainya ini mulu, bosen.
Kan Korean Jet.
Tapi nggak ada Korean Jetnya anjing.
Bobo anjing. Kalah sama itu.
Sebenarnya ya orang-orang kayak si Bas ini nih yang cuma bisa satu duelis itu kurang tau.
They are going to be starting out on that attacking side, and I think it does come down to it's a triple initiator comp, but it's also the timing comp. Cycling those 45-second cooldowns to always have the right utility on standby. They've been good at it before, but let's see if it can work against FNATIC, who is going back to their previous comp.
Jet itu kan one of the most used duelist itu ya. Orang udah tahu playstyle Jet tuh udah dipelajarin gitu sama semua pro player. Kalau kayak si siapa kemarin yang di tim Liquid, Xtreem dia pakai Phoenix kan. Phoenix itu kan lumayan jadi fresh gitu loh buat orang-orang gitu.
Alright, Bren, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. You think they're doing it? You think we're going to map?
Oh, beda smoker doang, Jo. Satu Astra, satu Omen.
Itu ada Killjoy itu Al-Fajr tuh.
Lah emang di ini nggak ada? Oh, oke. Oh, iya.
Oh-nya nggak ada.
Berarti iya juga dong. Iya, cuma di September cukup banget
We
nih.
need magic, or it might just be over already for FNATIC.
Oh, we need magic indeed. We'll see if DRX
dia nggak pernah
has
pick
the
yang lain
formula, has the
Nggak
magic
pernah,
to
si
succeed.
Bas cuma picknya itu
FNATIC
doang.
close it out right here. Let's send it back over to your casters. Here's
Bas dari
Doug
awal
and
main
Ball.
juga itu terus.
Thank you so much, Shubi. Yeah, David Copperfield's gonna have to walk into this.
Kalau
building
Chamber
because
tuh-
Kalau ada band picks seru sih ini
You're
sih.
gonna have to thank you.
Bingung
I
loh.
appreciate, like, the pity laugh.
Chamber tuh
That was
di-pick
fun.
karena memang
Dirk is on Jet.
Continue, please.
Yeah,
meskipun
sorry.
orang udah tahu nih,
Dirk is on Jet.
tapi
The
sulit
crowd is
buat
fully
nebak
behind
playstyle-nya
him. History is not
Chamber
on
gitu loh.
DRX's side. There's really, I mean,
Nah
you're
kalau
looking
lu
for a
jadi
shred,
Jet
okay?
nih, lu tuh orang udah tahu lu bakal smoke ke sini, lu ngedash ke dalam smoke, udah kebaca gitu. Terus lu lompat,
And this right here is where they have to right
lu
the ship
nembak-nembak bakal
and
ngedash.
avoid that curse taking
Gitu
them
loh.
again.
Kalau
So
Chamber itu
close
kan
that
dia
it's
TP doang
one
memang.
map away
Tapi
from
TP
that
dia bisa kemana-mana gitu.
Ada range-nya kan.
Ada range-nya, lu nggak bisa tebak. Heeh. Dan sisanya skill dia kan trap dia emang kayak Killjoy ngaruh.
As they're just a couple of moments
Sisanya udah ultinya pistol apa senjata, nggak bakal bisa lu tebak gitu.
Bayangin aja kalau dia belum di nerf tuh.
Wah, trapnya 2, Headhunter harganya 100.
Damage-nya masih sakit kayak awal keluar tuh.
pressure, the aggression out of FNATIC.
None of the darts or haunts used in towards mid either.
Sekali di counter hilang itu isi lambung.
From the side of DRX, they have a really good idea.
Blinding. Tuh kan?
They could swing with it. Oh no. DRX is just clapping back and it didn't even go well at all.
No, perhaps too much aggression on the side of FNATIC, and DRX were waiting for it. They were ready.
Trot. Aduh nggak kena dong.
Derek and Enzo are the only two that
Nah
remain.
tuh smoke-nya buat kayak gitu tuh.
Spike's gonna go down too. They're gonna have to get through the gravity wall. They're gonna have to get through the one.
Udah ketahuan deh.
Buzz.
Kalau di kanan nggak ada, kamu udah pasti di kiri.
Expecting that.
Nah,
Okay, maybe you are. Perhaps you are. What was once a 5v
Duh nih botak bisa clutch nih, hati-hati nih.
turned into a 3v2.
aduh ini Enzo sama ini lagi.
Oh, dia mau pakai meta post plan itu yang ditarik.
Mako's playing so safe.
The layers are deep here, man. Yeah, Enzo's left alone in this 1v2. He drops a little bit of utility to get some info, or at least attempt to.
Tarik deh.
Enzo on the tap, walks right into Sax's crosshair. First pistol of the series going in favor of DRX.
That's breaking a long streak of losses too.
How far back?
6 pistol losses in a row.
Belum sampai jam 1, Vin.
Kagak lah sampai ini kelar doang.
Break it, so super important start here on Ascent.
Enggak.
Lah kalau ini tiba-tiba 13 tiba-tiba 13-1 nih menang FNATIC. Udah gitu.
We're a little off on the math.
Udah.
Cuma sampai jam
1.5, but
jam
11.
11.
Tidur gue. Gak peduli gue match yang habis ini. Gue nggak peduli sama FPX sama Xset.
Kok exit?
Lah iya,
Dek.
habis ini Xset sama FPX.
Bukan load optik.
in terms of KPR
Udah habis itu gue streaming lagi hari Jumat, Sabtu, Minggu deh. Nah hari Minggu tuh gue begadang tuh.
so far,
Jam
Sabtu,
9. Iya kan Jumat, Sabtu, Minggu.
where we've had a lot of
Gak ada,
fireworks
nggak ada.
this map.
Matchnya jadwalnya hari ini terakhir, habis itu Jumat, Sabtu, Minggu. Rabu sama Kamis nggak ada.
Minggunya final.
Minggunya final BO5 dari jam 9 sampai jam 2 pagi tuh. Begadang deh. Kalau
Uppernya ganti-ganti bisa RB bisa stacks. Stack sama RB sih baru bersinar beberapa match terakhir ini sih. Kemarin tuh Mako tuh.
Tiga orang di backside. Keren juga lu Fnatic. Sebenarnya itu strategi agak konyol ya. Nah itu maksud gue. Itu strategi agak konyol ya sebenarnya ya.
Buang round paling mereka kan gak baik.
Oh iya sih buang round. Spider. Dirk mau mati sama bom ya?
Sepertinya iya tuh.
Kalau kamu ke market kamu mati Dirk.
Buset, suara reloadnya tuh kedengeran tuh.
DRX are going to take this up to a 2-round lead.
Jangan Sabtu Minggu watch party. Cuma Sabtu Minggu gue gas watch party.
He still has light armor that he can work with. They still have the Bulldog in the hands of Mako that they can carry through. This is a great setup for DRX, man. It is.
It's huge. Let's see if they can do what FNATIC did to them. Convert the bonus. And get out to a 4-0 start.
That would be so massive.
I mean, that would be such a shift.
Botak mentingin KDA nih, botak nih.
Every single player here got seized by stacks, and they double peek on both sides.
Wih, baru sadar gue dia pakai hoodie terus pakai outernya jersey. Keren juga ya stylenya ya.
It's good to see him getting a couple kills, perhaps getting the ball rolling. He's so important to the success of this team.
Gak ngerti kenapa mau mati sama bom, biar dapat duit guys. Kalau dia nggak mati, dia nggak ngasih timnya duit itu miskin. Tapi dia nggak mau dibunuh sama orang, karena kalau dibunuh sama orang dia dapat musuhnya dapat duit kill. Jadi dia matinya sama bom aja. Kayak dapat info, satu ada di mid top.
He's peeking it now too. I mean, we've already seen him explore mid.
Mulai terbiasa dengan ini nih.
Around this timing too, while
gameplay NA nih.
Dirk mati nih. Das, ditontonin. Set. Set. Lama kamu ngepicknya.
Everybody's giving up on him. Where's the drone gonna go?
Dirk is in trouble. Dash out, but he's been able to take the fights one at a time, and Zed's just waiting on the other side. How does Dirk get away with two?
Ngeri banget botak.
Unreal.
Apaan nih,
He should have been
botak
punished instantly there. But Zed goes for the drone. It's so unlucky for DRX. And now 4 versus 3.
Nah lu lihat tuh, playstyle Bass kalau nge-rush A selalu sama tuh. Nge-dash ke smoke itu.
Naik nih dia.
Udah. Bass udah kebaca banget kalau nge-push A kayak gimana. Wah ketarik. Wah, ngumpul tuh. Oh. Oh, nice swing. Alah bro. Pas kamu nge-whiff ya, mendingan pakai Spectre deh.
And again, that was a 4v3, so DRX tried to make a play in through tree. But it only catches Enzo. Virtually for free, but the rest of FNATIC was just starting that retake.
Itu sebentar masuk hoki sih si Dirk ngebunuh Mako.
As we saw on Icebox.
Spray kontrolnya dapet dia.
Remember how much of a blunder it started off with the round for DRX. Dirk should not have gotten to there. Never. Never, ever, ever.
Enak tuh kebab tuh.
Enak lah bang. Kebab original Turki.
It's not as outrageous of a start as it was on Xbox.
Nyampe market.
Dirk is still being Dirk.
Trot. Anjing.
Deep knife not gonna.
Gue nontonin mereka, tapi gue tetap gak bakal pakai pas gue main. Gak bisa gue, gak inget.
And Buzz takes that as he can gladly work his way forward.
Line up susah, cuy.
Ah, kok nggak hancur?
That hurts.
Gak kena, dia kena ke bawah.
Saw how impactful that was on Icebox when they did break it. And it's both shock darts from Zest.
Oh, surprise.
Something to note. Looking at the setup from FNATIC right now, 4 players grouped up towards A, and Dirk is up top.
Wah, mereka stack A.
Behind the turret. Oh, it's cheeky. But also, there's 3 initiators on the side of DRX, so it's a very dangerous setup to go
Tapi
for.
lumayan nebe kalau misalkan nembaknya badan tuh. Salahnya dia dulu.
Cuman nyangkut anjir.
And also you're leaving.
Nih, smoke. Ngedes,
Enzo
masih
here
smoke tuh.
entirely alone.
Iya kan? Udah kebaca kan?
But I think off of that view of the ult being used by RB, he decides to stay. But not too far, not too aggressive, preserves his life.
Look at the triple coming back against Mako here. He's alone.
Mako jagain mid tuh.
Waiting for it. He's ready. How much value?
3 orang.
Is it going to be too much? He's already got 1, able to isolate it.
Waiting
2
for Dirk
still
here.
waiting.
Ah, dia dibokong, kan ada hat
Oh,
lagi
they used their flash,
dibokongnya.
though. That's some of the initiation power on the retake gone.
Weapon upgraded for Enzo.
Mati nih. Mati nih Boster nih.
Do it.
Anjing. Zes bengong ya Zes ya. Apaan sih Bas anjing?
Numbers not in their favor either. RB's left
Bas.
alone. And he's
Wah,
got
ngaco Bas anjing.
Bas lagi.
Bas ngaco banget.
So close to on the timing there for that retake, but FNATIC. Insane
Apaan
retake.
sih Bas cuma nembak 1 peluru anjing.
Setup. But then the retake itself is just
24,
so good.
23,
We're gonna see
22.
Dirk here
Udah.
go absolutely crazy as well after Boaster gets this kill.
What a kill.
The siege is
Itu loh,
good.
malah
Iya.
The
ketembok,
Dirk is
anjing.
dashing in and
Kalau dia
checking all the
lanjutin
corners.
mati loh padahal itu si Derke
Enzo
anjing.
double dive.
Tied up at 2 apiece. FNATIC with 2 ultimates to work with. Pistols on the side of DRX. As it seems like a change in the lead is inevitable. Durka with the Blade Storm. Remember his fiendish performance last time we saw him on Jet on this map.
And I also love the trend that Dirk is
Turu kayaknya.
showing us since coming back onto the Steadis. Instead of buying a shorty with your knives, something like that, he just buys a frenzy. Much more effective in a lot of situations.
Bau-baunya seperti itu ya.
Yeah, but not as fun.
Yeah, no, certainly.
And you see this setup once again. Mystic very close by to Durka. Remember, it was in the previous round that we saw him sneak all the way down Cat. That Mystic was close by.
Aduh, gue ngeri banget nih sama botak nih.
Bas pasti mau nge-smoke ke tengah terus nge-dash nih. Lihat aja.
Dirk for the third time, he's exploring. Mako's in his star form.
And
he goes top mid?
He goes deeper.
What?
Because of course.
He's flanking so fast here, Doug. Oh my goodness.
And there's nothing to cover it. There's nothing to cover it at all. One head gone. The second just on the other side of the box. As he tries to get elevation, he tries to get high ground. The pesky kill not coming through yet. But the frenzy works there. You called it. Dashing forward, Durka looking for a third. Alphair takes it, but it still looked good. As Mako and RB are left alone.
And Mako's nowhere near. Still, they're not fully active on the defuse.
Durka trying to do that. RB attempting to make play. It's not happening today. Durka and Alphair too really give the lead back to FNATIC.
What a read from Durka and Boaster there. Not sure who makes that call, but it has to be Durka almost. Certainly. He just had such a
dash.
Quick commitment.
Itu kalaupun nggak dibunuh ya, yang di Under Heaven tetap mati tuh masih botak. Lurus banget aiming Spectre apa Spectre frenzy-nya anjir.
Split second decision there. It's either I go forward or I'm out.
And also, potentially there's utility being thrown from DRX on the A side there. That
Gila berani banget ya.
Something that so many other jets would
Oh dia
not make
defend ya? Ya defend berani sih wajar.
Round 5.
They've got to find a solution to that cat push because it's happening way too often. Durka now has the op, so it might not come as frequently. But this is a difference already for DRX. Yes, we've seen them go for a B split into it. But early take,
udah mereka kelar.
Using
Gak ada
the
smoker, kelar
in
udah.
that section outside of the KO knife.
Mystic close by the flash. That means Durka's able to preserve his dash, but the hits at B. And this feels like the first time we've seen them challenge Alphair. He's got a lockdown to work with too, Bala.
This flash could come, but Buzz is going to be on top of him, so that's really not an option.
dilepasin detik
What
50.
utilities does Moster have? He's got plenty. He saw some
Basic, Buzz, basic.
Right in the lap of Buzz. Alfie are suppressed, not able to use any of these utilities for now, but Moster still close by. He's still got the angle, he's still got the cover. Alfie are continuing to be challenged as there are so many members just on the other side of the wall, but Alfie are on the swing. Only able to spot one, there it is, the second, the third!
Basic. Basic anjing. Cara nge-push platinum.
A whole team effort for a whole site hold.
Basic banget nge-push B-nya, A-nya anjing. B kan bener yang nge-push B-nya basic banget. Jet masuk nge-dash, keculik, terus sisanya line up ke kiri.
Timing on the swings was so good, man. While the rest of DRX are having to deal with and distracted with everything else that's happening, he strikes.
FNATIC with the lead now after DRX. Remember, they broke that pistol round streak of losses. They were questioning whether they could win the bonus.
Udah deh udah best. Lo kalau mau nge-smoke ke tombol terus nge-dash, terus lo updraft 2 kali buat dapetin angle atas, basic banget. Ah lah. Updraft lo, nah kan? Ah, udah basic banget, Bas anjing.
And he's gonna reposition.
Basic banget.
Look at where he's gone to. He's gone towards B main, so he's on the flank now.
What a play out from Boaster. Stacks was able to upgrade a weapons. That still has 2. Can they convert it into more? No, I don't know that they can.
Gak bakal menang kok kayak gini sama lu DRX.
Boaster shot there on the Buzz. Because Buzz was the key to success.
He was so high up. He was so high
kayak template. Iya, template banget anjing.
Boaster.
Temen-temennya juga template gitu loh. Bahasa template, temen-temennya juga template.
Mental kena kah?
The last 2 rounds have been really good for them.
I just want to see it again. DRX calling a timeout, which gives us an opportunity to see this one more time.
Look how high he is, man.
Nih, updraft 2 kali. Tuh, udah kebaca. Udah kebaca.
And again, split-second decision. He knows Buzz is usually the guy pushing the pace, splitting up the crossfires and getting out.
Siapa yang mau Xtreem Turki tapi dijual sama opa-opa Korea? Ayo dukung DRX pulang.
Saatnya.
Start the flank.
Saatnya DRX pulang.
Calling this game has been phenomenal for FNATIC as well.
Tapi kemarin pas yang dia comeback dari 92 itu di mana Asen?
Yang lawan itu dia lawan ini kan, lawan
FPX.
Wah, jangan-jangan ini gini juga nih. Dia respect streamer nih. Jadi
Direct nih bos, raja ngecok.
Kalau dari playstyle-nya sih mereka tuh melelahkan. Gue ngeliat playstyle mereka monoton, cok.
Mari kita lihat defense-nya mereka di sini.
Devin.
Oh iya, Devin.
Salah, defend, Bang. Justru lu ngomong Devin tadi.
ketuk-ketukan.
I mean, we even saw in that first anti-eco that they had, right? The season, the backside, so much things.
DRX, D-nya apa ya? D-nya. Dah lah. Dah lah.
Whatever advantage they were supposed to have at that point.
Dah lah.
The one heavy huff of opium that I can give the people on the side of DRX.
Oh, yang lawan Furia yang comeback 92. Yo, yang match pertama dia itu loh yang kita bilang, "Wih, apa nih di Fur anjing?"
Bosnya lagi cosplay jadi tahun cahaya anjing.
And this is really the response to the pressure on Cat, right? Push into it yourself, spam into the smokes, make sure Dirk is not close by.
And it's a little too late too, because Dirk is no longer doing that with this op. He did swap positions. Remember last time he was over towards A. This time over.
Mati dia sama Boster Bus.
Astral being pulled out right now.
Lagi di situ.
Oh, langsung di flash.
Aduh,
Bas. What? Bas ngapain? Bas nggak kena flash loh. Tapi dia ngedash loh.
Swings out, tries to get a kill, and does. He
overheating.
gets the second. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. There's no freaking way.
They just overheated so hard. Dirk is just going for the spam, and that gives time for stacks to plant.
Oh,
Alpha
mid up nih.
out on market.
Mid and grid nih.
Menang ini, menang.
On the swing. The timing.
Hampir
gorgeous.
aja.
Low wave tuh 2 peluru tuh, peluru ketiga headshot.
3 on the round.
And it started off so good with the mid hold there, but stacks with the Red Bull clutch. What was this? 1v3?
Ini si Stacks ngekill
I
tuh.
mean, look, Durka wants to push him after the spam because Enzo is going to be the next guy to take contact. Because they get that seize off.
Semangat banget, Stack.
There's definitely a lot of
Dia
heads
nggak
and
mau
hands
kalah.
there in the crowd, but still Fnatic maintain the lead. Still, this first half going
Iya, ada
quite well for
3
them.
tadi.
I just have to continue to remind the people what's happened on Ascent this tournament is consistently this attack side. It's where people struggle.
Kita lihat
so
nih,
far.
playstyle
Even the
Dirk gimana nih,
not
Dirk nih.
sweating just yet.
Buzz creeping into the smoke. Waiting to see what's on the other side.
Dirk up there, ke detect.
Does get tagged.
Mystic ke detect.
Even more.
Yeah, just spotted Mystic too. Mystic has to get out of there.
Udah tahu nih,
Also,
2 mid
Testing not
nih.
spent his ult just yet on that drone tag. Because Durka easily gets out of there. He's
Ribet
re-clearing.
nih, berani banget majunya ya.
He's just
Bas melawan Dirk ke 3-2-1, mati.
Still out on the other side and he dashes forward.
Hoki banget loh.
I would have lost it.
The freaking whole venue would have lost it. Look at Buzz repositioning, dashing a bit in the same
Ditarik.
way. There's so much more agency when you put Durka on this jet. You saw that it's a double-edged sword there.
That's a good
Odin
ult for
Gaming,
Mystic, but I don't think they realize how
anjing.
far out they are.
Enzo's here trying to anchor the
Flash
site by
out.
himself.
Oh.
It's a 1-for-1. What a flip for Bolster! But Mako, again,
Wah.
trying to bring things back. A 2v2. Alfie close by, and it's going to have to be him by himself. He lost the clutch
Boleh
previously,
lu Bang
he won this one.
Boster.
Spike's not planted yet.
He used the ult. There's no way in.
He's got into backside.
They're going to have to overwhelm Alfie. Can he hold the line by himself?
They
Is
don't
there
know where
even
he
enough
is.
time?
They don't know
No,
where he
there's
is.
not
Dua
enough
nih.
time.
No!
He's gotten it to 1. The clock has expired. What a holdout from Alfie. The
Gila,
Red Bull
Fire.
clutch for Fnatic.
Back-to-back clutches. And the venue's come alive at this point.
Gila, spray transfernya.
Fnatic
Kelas banget
strike
itu.
back instantly.
Dring.
Look at this from Boaster. Holds his
Satu.
flash early on. He almost used it. Waits for Mystic to join him.
3. Anjing, flick
And that
mantap
spray transfer,
banget.
just unreal
And it
from
was
the
It
IGL.
was a pre-fire too. Spamming that angle before there was even a peek. He knew.
Sintayong pulang nih.
Sin,
lagi timnas nih.
Sin.
Sintayong.
Udahlah,
The round
jangan
already.
di Indo aja main bola udah.
Dirk is exploring. He doesn't have that out this time.
Waduh,
Going
dipantekin
right
3
back
orang
towards
di
old
mid
antics.
anjing.
That's a recall. Oh my goodness.
Bro, 3 people
Termasuk
facing that right
Radiator
there.
moment, yoi.
It is only a Marshall though.
Sudah pasti
For a
tuh.
second, I thought he was just going to get picked instantly.
Mako has a Vandal. You mentioned the Marshal in the hands of Buzz.
Nggak jadi
And
dapat
once again,
fracture
it seems
deh.
like they're going to try to work mid.
Fracture.
The alarm bot again cleared out.
Halo, Discord?
Halo.
Now without getting triggered.
Gue
So
pikir gue
hopefully
RTO
you can
bro,
tell
pada
there
diem.
was no utility that did it.
Capek ngomong, Bang.
Ignoring the A side for the majority of this game.
It's going to be another split.
And
Stax
Alpha,
has his ult.
Alpha's alone.
Is that the setup? Is it off of the Nightfall that they go? The knife there. I believe Alfier's side step. Boaster's going to reposition. Yeah, Alfier's already fallen.
Mid
Enzo
control
trying to
sih, bro.
Smoke and he's
Anjing.
rewarded with a gift. Now Boaster's here. The rotation.
Anjing kamu, Enzo.
Buzz who's still playing in mid.
The Prowler.
Down
I mean,
low. Finds another. Boaster's not quite
Waduh,
done
dimainin
yet.
gitu.
Repositioned into the
Waduh.
smokes and Stax has no idea. Now Zest trying his hand at it too. Oh, and Stax with the flick. But Fnatic keep it together.
Udah mid control masih
and
kalah
now
loh.
they're sweating. Because Boaster's not only giving them nightmares, but they're only at 3 so far. That was definitely an opportunity. But Enzo and Boaster after they
Nahannya
DRX
kuat
picks off
banget.
here.
anjir.
Cek him PC dong, cek him PC nih. FNATIC.
The setup was there, man. I don't know if it was
FNATIC.
hesitation out of DRX or
FNATIC.
what, but there was just enough time for Boaster to reposition and make that play. He doesn't ult. Who knows how that round goes?
Finally some attention, but look, they went for it.
Oh,
Mini shark
aggressive
attack,
nih.
just Dirk and Boaster exploring.
And off
Ult's
the
used on the other side though.
Des.
Alphear
Masuk
again,
smoke tuh tadi tuh
alone.
desnya tuh. Ke under, ke pick, mati.
The third, too easy. Oh, it's too easy as Alfier's still looking for more. The swing out, he spots
Mati
one
nih,
player.
mati, udah mati.
Now the
Kamu mati,
reinforcements are here. The help has arrived
dimainin.
as Mystic gets onto stacks. Mako so far from the play. Just has to sit back and watch, sit back and wait.
Enggak, FNATIC jago bang.
Nggak, ini bukan FNATIC yang jago. DRX terlalu basic.
Mako really with
Mati.
no good option, no good room.
DRX terlalu
And he
basic.
takes Mystic down as a gift, parting consolation prize, but the round still goes in favor of FNATIC.
Such a good hold from
Bas
Alphear.
4-10 adik-adik.
Just down and dark. And he has no utility.
Bos nggak pernah menang perang ketika dia nge-push loh.
I mean, come on.
1v1 down
He almost gets
mulu dia adik-adik.
onto stacks as he's jumping behind Jenny.
Aduh,
Last
Odin
round of the
gaming.
half now.
Now playing Mako favorite song.
Big tool out of the
Lagi
kit. RB
dan
already
akhirnya aku
But
sendiri
still 3 ults for
lagi.
DRX.
Jet,
Only
Karena
one of them.
teman-temanku mati, meninggalkan aku sendiri.
Temen gua anak KFC
Ngeklat.
banget ya.
Parah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
FNATIC
Dia
are
pembawa
really ahead
kesalahan
of the
kan.
ideas.
Yep.
Remember, I mentioned how DRX has been
Kalian tuh
avoiding
meremehkan bocah kematian kalian nih ya.
and they start a little bit of control towards their
Menang
beginning of
ini.
the round, but look, immediately
Menang
go back.
is
This for the first time.
Menang ini
Yes,
di
Dirk is off
TV1.
in this position, but they've not had a bait setup.
Acaranya ILC.
They've not had Mystic and Boaster hand in hand. Sorry, Mystic and
Halo
Dirk.
Faris.
Stack.
They also have Enzo close by.
He's
with
got an
his
Odin.
ZX Valorant kapan? Twice X
Odin.
Valorant
Once
ya?
that
Oke.
pressure comes on
Capek banget. Pas di inspect.
It's gonna be another split.
Na 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 na.
Bye.
Tahu nggak Devin?
Enggak.
Di TikTok ada yang bikin, jadi
Really almost
pakai Z tapi lagunya lagu fancy Twice.
Oh.
So mid is
Jadi kalau di
currently
respect,
guarded.
ding,
Surely
ding,
they hear the
ding,
drone. The Prowler is
ding,
used
ding,
B2.
ding.
It's only Alphear again.
Kalau
but they
kill
want to go up
abis
into
gitu,
tree.
kill clutch gitu sendiri gitu
Remember,
kayak
the
langsung
Nightfall's gonna be on the other
fancy.
side too.
They've got the wall as well. They can go for a
Keren
plant
banget, anjir.
easily.
Mako bilang anjing
They know
dijambung
what's
ke lawan
happening. They're ahead of the
FPX
play.
gue ditinggal sendiri.
Once again with the opener. There it is, the Nightfall. Where's the counter? Enzo patient on it, and there it is. Now it's been used. It's going to hit a couple members as you've got Mystic who's going to be on the flank. 10 seconds left to get the spike down. Can they do it in time? Seems to be the case. Now they've got the Cosmic Divide. They're going to have to navigate around as well.
RB.
He's flashed. He's going aggressive. Alphear gets dropped. Now the Hunter's Fury as Durka still playing up top. That's right beneath him! And Durka falls. The kills trade back and forth. The stacks with the Guardian gets it down to a 1v2 Boaster. Can he do it again? Can he be the heroics for his team? Can he split the net?
Dia nggak tahu ya.
Can he get behind enemy lines? Can he get it? He's isolated into one, but he has no idea where the other
Nggak,
member was.
temennya nggak ngasih tahu ya. Kan temennya dibunuh di Under Heaven.
Sax cleans it up just in the nick of
Sofa kan
time
yang
to get
ngebunuh.
DRX to 4.
Yang pakai
It really
Guardian
has
itu
been
loh.
a battle of the two as well.
Enggak,
Stacks.
yang pakai Guardian
Another
tadi kan naik
1v1
ke
one for him.
atas.
Boaster almost made it happen.
Terus dia turun nge-pick
That
yang
was
di
a
garden.
series of
Oh
ridiculous
iya.
ults being used and plays
Terus Bas
being made.
mati.
Good night, that flick out from RB.
When RB's going over top there, he's actually did get hit by the
Terus Bas
ult of
nge-spawn
Zest who was
lagi.
in hell.
Beli
That's
senjata
crazy.
mati lagi.
8-4 half in favor of FNATIC. DRX, they're not done yet. They're not done fighting. Let's throw it down to the desk.
11
Thank you so
cowok.
much, Doug.
8-4, bro.
Just diving right into this one here. One of the stars of that half, without a doubt. You got to talk about Alphear, the hometown kid, popping off here in front of this crowd, really contributing a lot, Mimi, to this team's success.
Alphaer.
Has been looking absolutely absurd. And what I love about Alphear is that he can pivot from playing the Neon to playing the Rays, these super hyper-aggressive dive agents, to go hop onto the Killjoy and play slow, play calculated, and be just as good. It doesn't matter what role this guy plays, he will perform.
30 seconds left.
And it really does showcase as well with FNATIC, I think, as well. On these retakes, they have been so good, so good. In particular, I want to highlight Boaster as an individual, because he has been having so much great impact in not only just the opening kills for his team, but also being able to just trade effectively for them over and over and over again. Great IGLing, great understanding of the macro.
Dari sini kita bisa melihat ya post plan.
And his smokes have been really good as well. Just
post plan direct
every time these hits are coming in for DRX.
Jadi
I
bubur.
mean, thus far, it has really felt like a battle of the IGLs, Buzz versus Stacks. But you can see it right now. The energy is with FNATIC. The crowd
Actually, we have to
team.
thank Doug and Baller for that, because they're the ones that actually got the clap going. So shout out to those guys. But yeah, now looking forward though, right, as we see DRX, you know, needing to try and claw their way back into this one. Mimi, I mean, again, the eyes have to be on Buzz here.
Yeah, the pressure really does lie with him. In their previous game of Ascent, this guy was the hero. You can see.
Kenapa watch party Tarik selalu rame yang nonton? Tarik tuh Fortnite-nya ninjanya Fortnite, guys. Fortnite-nya ninja.
Ninja lah. Seperti ninja lah.
Seperti ninja di Fortnite, Tarik tuh.
They will again be defined by choking their playoff runs when they hit that 5th-6th position. This is their last chance to break through and find something.
Tapi ya gitu, udah sampai mati mainnya game yang sama doang itu, Tarik. Ninjanya Valo, oh iya, seperti ninja di Fortnite ya, ninjanya Valo bener. Kayaknya Fortnite-nya ninja apa bedanya?
Apa nih?
Derke.
King
The picture has been painted, the situation dire. They understand the stakes.
DRX 717 to record on Ascent. Nah, udah di broke gitu.
Run the curse once again plaguing them as they have to wait for months with that.
17-2 loh, berarti dia menang 17 kalah 2 kali kan?
Nah, ini yang ketiga.
I wonder what the conversation was during halftime for them. Was 4 rounds on attack enough? Their defenses have been so stellar. I mean, we've seen it.
Ape.
Good night, they're aggressive.
Ape lu Derke, lu VAC ban anjing. Nembak-nembak random mulu kena.
Alfier's already gotten one. There are 2 members on the other side of the smoke. It dissipates! And the kills go in favor, at least FNATIC for now. But Buzz on the trade as Boaster's clip runs dry.
They have the time advantage right now, but FNATIC is squandering it.
Langsung tinggal 2 dong.
We're not guarded. But in that situation, obviously, there could be so many variables.
Udah bro, GG nete bu, GG nete, GG ente bro, nete lagi.
Yang di mid kena pick.
Just the natural lean. 50 seconds still to play. That could make DRX second guess themselves.
That's exactly, yeah, cut noise. Introduce an element of doubt.
But in this case, you don't move. I mean, he's looking at the backside right now, worried about the flank. Utility given out though, so Buzz will be
One day under heaven. Mati deh.
30 seconds left.
Ya, mati deh. Ya, lu nge-pick kayak gini kayak lu bakal kena aja, Bas. Lu jangan sok-sok ambil angle tipis.
On an island, and he's gotten it down. Buzz on the trade. Stacks trying to clean things up.
Iya, sini.
Help on the other side.
Udah lah.
Win the pistol.
and it's back to winning ways.
Tadi juga kayak gini guys, menang pistoran. Udah, pistoran aja yang menangin.
In this game.
Dikasih round lagi, Vin.
Because Stacks and Buzz play together so well. Buzz being able to get the kill through the door. I mean,
tuh sebelah nggak belanja tuh.
The timing was perfect.
And again, that's not a position that you think Stacks is going to be
Ya, buang round ini.
Not just spotting heaven, not just jump spotting, but committed to the site.
Kasih deh 6 kasih deh.
Tapi mereka nggak buang, nggak sih, mereka nggak buang round ini. Mereka main tactical. Kalau nggak ada stack berlima mereka. Masih mau ngurasakin ekonomi.
Unawares to what's on the other side.
Both orbs collected.
Iya, ada
two
satu
key
match
members
lagi.
of FNATIC here, the Killjoy and the Fade. And one thing as well, when we're on the theme of
Dukung siapa? Wah,
being so
gue dukung FNATIC aja udah kayak gini dah.
playing the Jet is definitely alleviating a little bit.
Konsisten jadi bocil kematian, Devin. Parah.
Bis performance-nya kayak gua, ngapain gua dukung yang selevel sama gua?
Whereas almost every other team committing to no duelist on this map.
Jadi itu suaranya kedengeran di speaker ini, suara KO punya skin.
Full commit, man. Everyone is there. There is no split. There is no second layer. There's just classics and a prayer. Zest with the Bulldog finding one, the second there too.
30 seconds
Mati
left.
Enzo nih.
As they're chaining their utilities so well. But Post from FNATIC got a couple kills. That's all it's going to be though. Zest with 4, DRX at 6.
Ayo 86 nih, bisa nih kita nih 86 nih.
Bata aja, Nat.
Dry walk up mid in that case.
Optimis,
Gua tidur, Nat.
If he doesn't spot them there, they have the chance.
Winnable kata ini IGL-nya.
Memangnya lu dukung kalah, Bang.
Terus Bas bilangnya gini. Enggak, aku baru kill 6. Takut aku sama si botak.
Jericho looking to challenge mid. And there's nothing aggressive early on, but you see the setup from Buzz and Zest right there on your screen.
Udah hiburannya di match kedua aja.
Hand in hand as they try to keep control of this area.
Kasian bocil. Besok mau jualan kebab.
And again, a quiet early round. I mean, you can feel the tension building, Bala.
Alah, tension matamu lah.
Neither team wanting to be the first to make a mistake.
Kan Kasri bilang tension build up. Tension
The
apa?
first mistake is made, and it's by Buzz.
Bas, tai lu Bas.
He thinks he has a little bit of leeway to peek there, given that dart took a while to be broken by.
Bas selalu mati pertama, Cok.
He wants to challenge.
Vin, itu yang saya alami kemarin, Vin.
Bas mati pertama mulu, Cok. Mau defend, mau nyerang, mati pertama.
Kamu pikir saya dibully kemarin sama viewer, Vin?
Nah, jelas anjing.
But the spike is headed over while Boaster still at 8. Oh, now it's Enzo bringing it back.
Aduh.
Massive kill out from Alpha.
And that actually gives the idea that they're coming towards B, but somehow, some way, DRX have not budged. And FNATIC
Terus dari chamber sampai pakai jet bilang ke Bas, gini bos cara pakai jet. Gitu.
Tutor nih, Dek, tutor.
Tutor nih, Dek. Alah. Nih, Dek, cara aiming pakai jet apapun.
13 seconds left. The spike should arrive.
Biasa Devin kalau udah ngerosting gini. Ini yang di roasting. Pasti menang.
Ya, emang udah hopeless anjing.
Kers ini bang, Kers ini bang. 96 bang.
Jericho looks like a different beast in this game, in this series.
Oh iya dong,
so
saya pemuja Kers.
with the approaches that he's going for.
Ini loh. Tuh. Apa coba maksudnya? Gak sabar banget tuh jari, kayak platinum lu.
Menangis.
They have a decent buy here, given they had a bonus.
Iya.
Turnamen.
Tulik lagi nggak nih? Tuh kan Bas di mic.
Di situ.
Bas belajar dari kesalahan, Bas, kalau kata Norman.
Ntar si Norman ngomongin lagi. Ini si Bas meme sepeda nih, meme sepeda. Gue masih belum tahu tuh meme sepeda gimana.
Aku juga belum tahu meme sepeda. Dia nggak kirim.
Jadi kirimin gitu.
Buzz still here, and yes, they will.
Wih, dapet loh. Cie, Bas.
Ngehold, sabar.
DRX ini butuh pelatih baru. Gimana yang direkrut pelatih sepak bola? Dikasih formasi 4-3-3 tuh. Mana playernya cuma 5.
Still some room to work with. Don't forget, they've got this ult from Alpha. And something you could do. I mean, FNATIC has been clearly wanting to manipulate the map and manipulate the rotations to catch picks. With the players in mid here, Alpha could use the lockdown and potentially do something in spawn.
The Prowler just spotted.
Pastilah, pasti lockdown lah si Alpha anjir.
Yeah, because they think it's about to come.
Initiating.
There it is. Does he have a lineup? Does Zest have anything? He has 2 shot darts. No, he's just holding them. So you're just gonna wait out the lockdown, and then they're gonna go and you see both.
Waduh, dua-duanya buta. Anjir. Boleh saya aiming lu. Anjay.
Terus banget nih. Terus kan Devin nih. Aduh.
Alfier looking to go aggressive. They're in a 2v5.
Respect Xtreem.
Can Alfier do it before this crowd?
Anjay, Bas.
No, he cannot. Boaster severely outnumbered.
Itu mainin Devin, kan?
And DRX win another.
Di roasting Devin sih.
Crucial round here for
Iya, ada
DRX.
sesuatu yang ngecekin diri sendiri tapi nyalahin orang. Coba sampai kepo gue meme-nya ada di YouTube. Semalam gue nyari dulu. Meme bicycle nggak ada, nggak nemu tuh. Ini maksud Norman.
Instead, this game is still very much playable.
Masa mesti gue roasting dulu anjing.
Obviously that was a mistake on the prowler for Durka, but with the
Hoki apa gimana anjir? Buset dah.
Lo dia lo. Senyum lo.
Senyum deh, baru menang 2 ronde.
Naik dulu ke top. Betah banget tuh di bawah pakai AC po.
Zes top frag guys.
Right back into it, the blade, gold land!
Tutor jet, tutor.
Sax is able to hold the line.
Yang bener anjing tuh jadi kayak Bas lu. Cosplay Bas lu.
It seems like FNATIC already at such a numbers disadvantage have to reconsider how they approach this.
And they invested in this round heavily. They wanted to
21
catch
ini
DRX by
21.
surprise.
Wah, bocil kars nih bener nih. Ntar gue kasih lihat.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting here for a little while.
Ya kan, saving.
Yeah, Boaster
21 ini
choosing
21
to
bang.
talk to his team right now instead of use a timeout.
Ngantuk, nontonnya ngantuk bro.
50 seconds to the left in the round, and they're all the way in spawn.
The question is
Comeback
how
DRX.
aggressive will DRX get? But man, the comeback
Shit dong.
from them has
Bocil
been
kematian
outrageous.
ini. Ini crowdnya kayak gini.
Crowd still obviously behind FNATIC, and perhaps the moment of encouragement during this lull in the action is what they need, because again, the comeback from DRX.
Kalau gue di posisi musuh, mental gue udah bergetar tuh.
Turns out they can punch back too, huh?
10 seconds left.
They're few but mighty, and they
Sorakin
instantly
aja.
get booed out by the chance of DRX.
Alfajir senyum babi ya.
And it's funny because they did get a little bit of love from the rest of the crowd, but there is a section right behind us that is Can Yang and the DRX crew. So they might sound a little louder to our English broadcast. This was, I mean, we're talk about Durka and overheating a little bit. This obviously was a called strat, but that's where, I mean, we saw literally a round by Durka against 100 Thieves. We went crazy with the strat like that, and look at this, with the 3 guns saved, with the pep talk from Boaster.
I'll find you.
They've invested again, and we're back to slow
Da-da.
pace.
No, once again, Enzo grabbing the orb in the previous round now has that Nightfall online. Prowler just cleared out all of B main by Sax.
Ngantuk nontonnya eh.
Ngantuk.
Playing with fire.
That is bold.
Again, 3rd round in a row here where FNATIC has been the first death.
And that one was...
Are you kidding me? I mean,
Derk.
that is...
Oh ini pin, aku nggak bisa kasih gambar di Devin sih ya.
Ini Harvey ini welcome back to Definition Silver. DM aja DM.
There was 2 players there playing with
Apa Jok?
way too little information.
Itu meme yang ini nih.
Meme sepeda.
Tapi itu nggak tulisannya, itu template-nya, tinggal tambahin aja.
Mana lihat?
Nih, Tejo.
Oh, gua jarang banget liat nih meme.
Control of B main still gives him room to execute.
30 seconds left.
Potentially room to get another orb here, something like that, because Enzo's had his for a while.
Tahu.
Yeah, this feels like another save.
20 seconds. Wow.
Jokin ke streaming, enggak, mager.
You've got to find
Gua kira meme itu berbentuk video, ternyata foto.
Somehow draw a line between them and what DRX are doing, because they're not even tangentially close to what DRX are being able to pull off.
Sebenarnya sama gini.
They're nowhere near
Nah,
the
untuk gua kenapa ya? Kayak scripted gitu, Bang.
Spin these defaults that
Tahu nih.
he's going to try to get a kill here.
Erlangga welcome back to Definition Silver.
Iya, ini kalah balik ini.
Fnatic happy about that one. 3 guns again. They're gonna invest once more. And this time, I mean, Corsair's just exploring by themselves.
Buset, itu split dulu tuh Derke di mid tuh.
Just mistimed on so many levels.
PO Fnatic.
It was an attempt at a play.
Dukung mana tuh, Jay?
They actually use
Saya
the
jelas
timeout
bocil
here.
kematian dong.
And I'm a little worried here, Doug.
Rank lu apa? Weh, Radian, top 10.
Time they've had to talk now. And going for it, basically.
Derke, let me slap your bald head. Anjir, ada yang tulisannya kayak gitu.
Boaster and Fnatic struggling to find an answer to DRX defense right now. And it's crazy to me because this hasn't been a one-sided affair for DRX. Fnatic struggled so... They've found solutions so far in this half. Other than that, though, the rounds have been blowouts for sure.
And we've had what, 3?
Dukung mana, Vin? Dukung yang menang aja lah, gol lah kayak gini mah.
A good 30 seconds to a minute of just saving.
Gak usah ngoceh-ngoceh.
Well, the crowd right now, all behind Fnatic.
Marah-marah gitu, Bang.
Ngantuk, Bang.
Just on Alpha Year. Maybe in that first game, that was the narrative a lot.
Kalau ngantuk mah berarti kita dukung Fnatic, Bang, biar cepet.
Ya emang gue dukung Fnatic.
With the opportunity to close out this map.
Pindah gue, udah ganti kaos ini.
To the second top 4.
Nonton gameplaynya.
For this team in a year.
Ngantuk berasa nonton replay gue sendiri gitu loh.
Can Fnatic cauterize the bleeding? Can they capitalize on the advantage that they have?
Kayak nonton replay streaming gue nih anjing.
Seburuk itu kah
The
kawan?
drone is cleared, but Alpha holds the line.
Pas, jangan pernah pakai AWP deh lu. Lu cuma clutch 1 match sekali doang. Pakai AWP.
And it's Alpha Year as well. The young Turk of the squad.
Seburuk itu kah gameplay kamu kawan?
To step up, and he took a solo fight. We saw that solo fight after solo fight in the previous rounds, and it's him to do it.
And it's been quiet, but I think he's 18 and 11. He's playing well.
Sama kayak gue tuh semalam tuh, lagi nembak tiba-tiba keganti jadi pisau.
Itu gua nonton tuh, yang di ini kan, yang di bukan Xbox. Fraktur.
Oh iya tuh.
Kayak pistol tiba-tiba jadi pisau.
Semalam lagi bau itu Jo. Ntar malam lagi nih.
Face your fear.
There's a nightfall. They're
both darts.
They're gonna roll right by each other.
Anjir.
That you mentioned. Boaster now committing to the ult. Oh my gosh! I thought he was gonna go back side.
Kena itu si Mia Mystic.
Expecting someone there. Enzo's found one on his S already.
Derke basic gak nih? Derke basic gak nih?
Stacks hasn't been cleared. And he still has some utility. Madurga on the spot. Stacks doesn't care. He's swinging out of the Mystic lands the shots anyway.
Sayang banget itu bisa dapat dua-duanya dia.
Impossible situation.
Tawan deh.
A 1v4.
Udah saving aja
To
kok.
preserve the tie.
Now playing Mako Os lagi. Dan akhirnya aku sendiri.
Kenapa lagunya itu sih?
Karena dia selalu last to live kan?
Oh.
Karena temanku yang semati meninggalkan aku sendiri dengan.
When they were both flashed there, I was looking frantically to find is RP alive? Because I'm pretty sure that was Mystic's flash.
Ada yang menemani.
But that could have been a moment where Stacks gets both of
Kawanku
those
malah
players.
mati. Ku ditinggal lagi.
Okay, RP was alive.
Three
Alpha
ultimates
yang
on
bisa
side of
isi
DRX.
dana.
The Hunter's Fury.
OP lagi tuh Bas. Udah yang menang Fnatic lagi nih udah.
He's gonna challenge mid.
Pokoknya kalau Bas pakai OP
Defensive knife.
kalah deh.
I'm Boaster and Fnatic right now. I'm telling my 2 stars, Dirk and Alfir. Let's play 4 picks.
Bas, lo tau gak sih tiap kali lo pakai OP, lo tuh secara nggak langsung, lo tuh nyumbang duit ke musuh, Bas.
Has been costing us dearly.
Pin jangan ledekin gitu, Pin tadi jago Pin. Udah kelar gamenya.
Apa?
And in some instances it's rewarded success and in other times it's rewarded tragedy.
Tiba-tiba S di pakai OP nih.
And also another switch up here with the op. So you can't necessarily play for the same type of picks that you were before.
Anaknya nggak komit. Pindah-pindah mulu.
So many ults on the side of DRX too. If you burn this clock even a little bit.
Nggak sabar, aku nggak dapat cari kill gitu deh.
You have that cosmic divide that could lock you out. You have that Hunter's Fury that could just end you. Zest playing on site though.
Bas penanda menang kalah enggak? Bas itu penanda timnya bakal kalah apa kagak?
And just for a moment it looked like they may have
Bukan menang ya, kalah apa kagak?
I think it's second earlier on the rotation. Field spots nothing.
30 seconds left.
He's not gonna land. You mentioned them burning the clock.
Kita lihat nih, seberapa bergunanya AWP Bas.
That's just looking away at the wrong time. RB's able to trade it out though. He doesn't find anything else. His Alfier cleans him up. He's actually backside. He's cutting off the rotations. Buzz cannot get in, but he somehow managed to slip through. Alfier cleans him up.
Tuh, lu lihat Bas tuh.
Mako once again.
Lu lihat Bas tuh. Makan tuh AWP.
Lagi.
Akhirnya aku sendiri lagi karena teman-temanku mati. Meninggalkan aku sendiri di sini tunggu dibunuh headshot.
Finally find a way.
Gua dari tadi kagak nyadar anjing kalau gua pakai baju kebalik.
This B hit is causing us trouble. Too often are we actually getting the utility off that we want to hold this site.
Jadi Mako asli.
But at the same time we're getting pressured so much by the executes from FNATIC. That we're not able to actually use.
Mako anjing lu semua.
To full effect.
Ayo, Bas, beli lagi AWP udah. Orang lu bunuh AWP cuma sekali, anjing. Tuh, lu lihat tuh. Bas. Timeout terakhir di DRX.
It's the entire arena chanting one 17-year-old's name. This guy right here, 21 and 11.
Enak ayam bakar madu.
And again, it's been quiet. I
mean,
he's had maybe one multi-kill round that I can think of, but otherwise it's just been
tiba-tiba ayam bakar.
Enggak sih ini di live chat.
Certainly been impactful these last two.
Makan apa yang enak?
That first kill.
Iya, karena dia nggak mungkin nge-push pakai OP guys, makanya dia pakai ultinya.
Ya, susah juga ya nyari ayam bakar madu jam segini.
Di kebun jeruk banyak Jok, deket binus.
Bukan ini, Rocky.
Bukan. Ada dia lesehan dekat kosan gue yang lama. Ayam bakar rumah ada nggak? Rumah lu gue bakar.
But the way that FNATIC is playing so slow, so cautious in the default,
udah pulang.
And then suddenly getting aggressive, I think you could easily find some value. And for the first time as well, it's not just the straight default. Yes, Alfie is all the way alone on the B side.
Bro.
But there's 4 players towards A.
Kata Booster, lah.
Usually have Enzo holding that B main.
Armor, apaan tuh?
Dia lupa apa gimana sih?
Kefur.
Duitnya 4.000 anjir.
Kefur bro.
Duitnya 4.000.
Beli armor itu refleks tau gak lu? Udah pasti tiap round tuh B. Beli.
Beli gak ya? Nggak usah lah.
Orang gua gak bakal mati.
Lagi live streaming kasih challenge.
Ayam goreng tuh enak tuh, ayam goreng.
And he finds 2 massive ones. Is this a punt already?
OP lagi sih Bas, kagak. Dia beli Phantom kok. Nggak jadi dia.
He'll have it in the next round. If they commit to fighting.
I think the round is done.
Enzo already all the way back top mid.
Nah, AWP lagi lu. Jangan ganti-ganti gitu.
Try here, Alfier again.
That's gonna help.
Just working past
Bas, jangan pakai AWP, Bas. Bas, udah pakai Phantom aja tadi bener, anjing.
Even though they have the man advantage, they've not taken any extra space.
Bas, please, lu mau menang nggak? Jangan pakai OP.
Look at the marks.
Yeah, it's just stacks. The thing is, Zest is already starting to rotate over.
Footsteps certainly not heard from
Aduh, Mako lagi nggak sendirian lagi nih. Lagunya pasti paling.
From the grave, just walk up through mid. Let Alfier do what he does best right now. Open things up.
Dapat tuh B-nya tuh. Bisa tuh dapat tuh B-nya tuh.
He tried to break the door.
13 seconds left. They're gonna have to commit to it.
Dapat itu B-nya.
But Alfier gets him.
No whiff.
A 3v3 and he still has that lockdown, but you haven't cleared out stacks. You haven't cleared out stacks. The Prowler in his left.
Getting
seperti Devin.
Stacks on the swing. Enzo
Dijawab
cleans
Soderes
off. He got
lawannya.
off. No way.
Aduh, beda tipis
He was
banget.
exposed, and Stacks didn't even select the right target.
Oh, dia tadi udah mau masang dilepas ya.
Oh
Iya.
no! Shades of that game in Copenhagen,
Bang, kalau lu Star Syndrome sih.
where they just didn't trust
Ya
each
daripada
other.
lu Syndrome aja.
Look, he's a moment away. But he's the guy who even
nembak
gets the
si
kill
En.
too. Oh
Iya, si Enzo
no!
ngelepas plan-nya.
Oh, a sigh of relief out of the DRX camp.
Kalau dia percaya temen kepasang gitu.
A sigh of frustration on the faces of FNATIC.
Gue mau lanjutin lagi omongan Devin tadi yang
RB
sindrom
has his
aja.
ult this round as well, can cancel any execute coming through in its entirety.
Lucu tuh kayaknya tuh ntar tuh.
Here.
And there's barely
Jangan
any
deh.
passive utility for FNATIC to try to expose that ult.
Wih, Darka udah mulai jiggle pick mid lagi nih. Menunggu Bas.
Alfie are looking to see if there's going to be any challenge aggressive to be main, but no, it's actually a bit passive setup from Buzz as he holds angle with the op.
Bas OP mulu, Bas.
The money situation right now, this could be
Kan
a
tadi
recent
dia
opportunity
menang, Bang.
for
Nggak
FNATIC.
mati, Bang.
So if they win this round, good
Wah,
chance.
jangan
in
kasih.
the next
Jangan kasih dia lu.
space of Buzz.
Jangan kasih dia OP kill, ntar dia kepedean. Enzo,
There's 2 prowlers available for
lu
Enzo, only
kasih
one from Enzo.
rekon dulu, lempar rekon. Nah, mampus lu.
He chooses not to say it for
Oh,
good
langsung
reason.
panik.
They're going to funnel into B.
Tabut.
Your ult has been used. Alfie are using his too.
Oh, they're slowing it down.
They've dropped everything
No
into this
wave
round.
Boster anjing.
And Boaster backside cleans up
Nah,
RB.
ini Makos sendirian lagi
They've been
nih.
able to cut off the
Gue
rotation.
nonton
Starka
nih.
finds another.
Ayo kita mulai.
Up here in the back of side.
Satu,
It's a safe, but it's a safe. I don't think they know.
Dua.
I don't think they know. It's a 2v2, but Buzz
tiga,
falls. Mako in this
lagi
1v2 now.
dan akhirnya aku sendiri lagi
They're still
karena
backside.
kekasihmu yang pergi meninggalkanku sendiri di sini setelah di plan bom lagi dan akhirnya aku sendiri lagi teman-temanku kayak
Mako's got to clutch
biji.
this out.
Oke.
Spotted a gun barrel. He's got it to one. Mako gets both. Mako gets
Dikasih
both.
lagu gini menang dia.
And the defuse. We're tied.
We're going the distance here. In the Volkswagen
Aduh,
Arena.
AWP diambil, Mako jangan. Lu tahu temen lu goblok pakai AWP-nya.
They got the res up, instantly fell. Mako, so much value in this round. The
Kelihatan ya.
gun barrels what betrays us.
Anjir. Dia berani banget ya wallbang ya. Kalau kayak gitu gua nggak berani loh.
Takutnya nggak mati kan.
Takutnya nggak mati ya.
Jason pusing kayaknya.
Jason pasti dukung FNATIC gitu.
And like I said,
Orang
that was a
Jason temennya
reset
Boaster,
opportunity
anjir.
for FNATIC. If they won that round, the game was virtually
Kapan itu ya
Unwinnable.
ceweknya booster pakai jersey FNATIC?
Ceweknya Booster ngefans sama PRX
easy right by
anjir.
win from DRX.
Bestian sekarang Jason sama Booster.
Instead, it's FNATIC who's now in that position.
Booster itu kan BNK-nya FNATIC.
These teams putting
Okay, guys.
all of it on the server right now.
Enggak guys, kutukan 11 guys. Gak OT ini.
Ini 13-11.
13-11.
Now two
Dua ronde
rounds
menang.
away
Tapi
from match
tapi
point.
siapa yang menang?
FNATIC 13-11.
Rounds away.
Ini kan time out nih, habis tamat momentum hilang kan?
Ah benar.
Reset,
From a second
sengaja
top
dia
four
nunggu
finish
11.
and a chance.
I don't like Tarik.
Trophy still
Tarik.
in their hands.
Udah di roasting dia tuh.
And DRX, I mean, the same situation.
Sama fanboy
live
Tarik.
chat.
It's only their first top 4 ever.
Tadi nggak streaming.
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 Yet the problem
Oh,
for them
iya.
is still 2 maps to go. They're just holding on for dear life.
Langsung live chat tuh anjing.
Bang, lu sampai mati mainnya Among Us mulu ya?
Three ultimates on the side of FNATIC.
Tunggu lu mati lah. Gua baru berhenti main Among Us.
The lead squandered. But you can't think
Among Us
about
bang,
that now.
saya bocil Among Us bang, pengen di notice bang.
Ya bang.
Up against
Bang, kapan mau ngas bang?
Gerde, and we saw how badly that
Senin
went last
bang.
time.
Tiap hari
Still,
tuh.
Alfia and
Tiap
FNATIC
hari
made a
tuh di
meal
left
out of it
Devin.
eventually in the post round. Or late round, I should say.
Among Us.
And they're finally going to go for a tree split. Boaster pulling out something else on the hot.
He's got the paranoia. You see the angle set up to help clear out tree if need be.
Ulti 3 nih Fnatic nih.
DRX has been historically so good at locking down tree.
Does he flash through this and swing?
He wants a fake right now.
Oh, detect booster.
There's the flash, there's the swing.
Nobody spotted for DRX, so with this fake, does it pull anybody? Still no.
Fnatic are playing this beautifully. They pull off of the pressure
Bentar
towards
lagi
tree,
nih.
clear the door towards B. And now
Tuh kan.
they go. They've committed. They've dropped the Nightfall. They've dropped the dash. And it's Durko who has the spike. And he's the tip of the spear. He's the first one to fall. But Enzo on their trade has gotten it to 4. The rotation's now for DRX coming through. Is it going to be too late? Is it going to matter? As Mako tries to hold the line, he cannot.
Good.
Zest is here. 13 seconds left. Alpha on the plant. Mystic close by. They try to take the lead back, and can they do it here?
Post plan nggak sih? Gak ada yang jaga long.
Stacks and Zest.
Tapi nggak ada yang di long.
The drone, the first, cleared out. Alpha on the reposition. You see, you've got Timmy Turret just on the other side of Jenny. The Haunt not going to spot anything. The Dart isn't either. They go in aggressive. Alpha here.
Oh, nice.
No,
1v1
here as he tries to win the round himself for Fnatic. Is he going to check the right side? Another clutch for DRX.
Gokil. Bang jangan OT bang ya.
A first match point
Gitu dong.
on this map, and it's
Mending OT lah
DRX
bang.
who holds it.
Debar.
Kalau OT makin lama bang.
So
Enggak
close.
OT nih. Ini
Then
gak
it's
ada
the
duit
margins
soalnya.
for Alfier to hit that.
Oh sebenarnya nggak ada duit ya.
And Sastu had an unbelievably rough game on Icebox.
21 ya.
Sebenarnya flicknya, wah kesel ya. Soalnya flicknya udah bener, cuma nge-weave.
Wave.
Didn't have full armor.
Flicknya udah bener anjir dia. Kesel lah, gue juga dia juga kesel itu.
The DRX
Anjing.
faithful come to life one again as they can smell fracture. 1 round away.
Masih ada
from getting
duit,
them
Jo,
there,
itu
but if
Jo.
we've learned anything about Fnatic,
Masih beli anjir.
it's that they will not go
Masih
down.
kaya mereka anjir.
Ada yang itu sih half
Dueling
armor
crowd.
2 orang.
In the final moment,
Crowdnya anjing banget Cok. Ini kalau gua
dueling teams.
kaki tangan gua udah gemeter nih.
Udah dingin.
Buzz has the op on
Asli,
an
bro.
angle that's not smoked.
Gak usah lu, itu pemain
Not gonna
pemain
keep it
mereka
up.
aja
Not
pakai hit
expecting challenge up
pack
top, even
anjir.
with the blades.
Waduh,
Tahan.
keculik nih.
Is there, and Buzz
Sama Bas
waiting,
nih.
anticipating.
Bas,
Shot's not gonna
Bas,
land.
jangan
Durko's
pernah
able to
pakai
keep
AWP
it.
lagi, Bas. Ya.
Lu
Got
lihat
the
Vin,
spike close by 2.
armornya
Poster still on the other side.
25. Darah 100. Cuman kena 1382. Kurangnya berapa anjing? Dikit banget AWP.
1382 bukan karena si Bas.
Si Bas tadi.
Enggak, sebelum ditembak si Bas 1382.
Oh berarti kena itu
Karena
ya?
shock dar.
Their utility.
Antara kena shock dar atau molinya si KO
Still
itu.
wants to run it this time. He's the guy who's going to challenge.
Paranoia, but it's just a
Kill
paranoia
si
smoke. Is
Bas
that going to be
aja.
enough?
Fake TP as well, potentially into the smoke. RB's considering, but nobody's rotating.
Discipline from DRX as they hold. Now the Cosmic Divine through, and it's fortunate because it covers both sides. Durka tries to go up top. He still has the
Kelihatan.
blades. He's spotted ahead. He's spotted a second, but he's only able to get one.
Miss anjing.
They're still healthy, able to clean up stacks. Buzz swinging out.
Udah
Buzz,
Bas,
Bas,
Bas.
jangan pakai
Overtime
OP deh.
save.
Lu tuh nge-throw tim lu kalau lu pakai OP,
What
Bas.
can RB do? What can Mako
Kayaknya dia
do?
lebih menang lebih cepet deh kalau nggak pakai OP deh.
Iya.
Fnatic committing everything into this.
Setiap kali Bas pakai OP itu nggak pernah nge-kill,
Boster's
Cok.
reading them.
Udahlah, Bas.
RB
Woi, kok Bullrik?
once again, impossible
Dia juga boleh
situation.
tiba-tiba.
So heavily the recipient of critique.
Lu nggak?
Boy, would this quell a lot of doubters if he was
Udahlah,
able
Arbi,
to
lu
pull this
nge-push
off.
aja. OT, nothing tulus.
He's gotten it down to a 1v3. Mystic is weak. But surely there's not enough time, right?
Bisa piercing tuh.
Surely not. Overtime before us.
Lucu sih anjing, Bas tuh lucu banget sumpah.
DRX holding on,
Nih lihat nih.
but Fnatic responding in kind. Not willing
Dia
to
kaget.
give up the map just yet.
Nah, itu Bas tuh.
It's
Ya
either
dia katanya
side
gue
here.
janji gue gak pakai OP lagi.
We're stepping into our first overtime. And I feel like I've been here before with DRX. 2 overtimes
Tuh
on
lihat
this map
Bas tuh,
alone in
10-17.
this event. Once against Furia,
Tapi Mystic lebih
where they
turun
came
lagi
back
sih.
from a 9-3. And once
Tapi lihat
against
asisnya
FPX,
dong.
which that went so long out of
18.
it, remember their circumstances.
Anjing, asis 18 gue baru sadar.
Swap sides.
Banyak banget.
Now on the
Ya,
attack,
dia
but
kan
they felt a lot more
ngetek pakai
comfortable
ini
than
juga
Fnatic
kena.
did, even though
Iya.
the score is identical.
Pisaunya.
Pas turu anjing 10-17-1.
Lu mau tahu Vin, asis lu bisa dapat 100 kayak gimana Vin? Lu picknya ini, pick Sky, terus pakai shock dartnya
He does
Sofa,
not.
terus lu heal lagi temen lu.
Instead holding A main, there's no one way for him by Boaster.
Gimana?
Kan kalau kita nge-heal temen juga kehitung kan, itu asis.
Iya.
Durka disappeared
Jadi
in that attack
satu
side
tim ada yang
half,
pakai Sofa sama
oftentimes being the
Sky.
first death.
Tiap
on
round
defense,
satu
he
shock
was
dart
a monster.
keluarin.
Buat
heal.
ngelukain satu tim lu. Jadi satu round 5.
4.
Oh ya 4. Berarti
Karena
mesti 13-13 tuh. Overtime baru 100.
Iya, sampai OT.
HP juga ya?
Kalau udah gabut kayak gitu tuh, main di unrated.
Itu mulu majunya.
And Durka, now he can see.
Durka.
Botak.
Oh.
But Enzo dropped the spike
Sayang banget
next
tuh
to door
Durka.
with a haunt.
Yo, Bas
Spray through
kalau
the door
pakai senjata
and the
kan
smoke.
bunuh Bas.
And they have to wait for Sess to get
Emang emang bas itu, Cok.
Oh, they don't know. Now position given away. The door is still.
How does he cross though?
Mati deh.
He's grabbing there two on the other side. He's
1v1.
got it to one, and off of that Buzz strikes. A 1v1. Alfier again in a clutch position. Can he win it out against Buzz? He's healthy.
Mati.
He's up top.
Waduh, ada yang teriak-teriak anjing.
The high ground, but can he land the shots? No, guessing everywhere as Buzz come in. Then Buzz
Kan
does
Bas,
Tiga gitu.
Bas, lo jangan pernah pakai AWP, Bas. Lu batu sih dibilangin.
Another match point for DRX. Another opportunity to stay
Oh iya
alive.
jangan.
Their chance.
Bener.
And there was heroics this time for Fnatic after that hit.
Woi,
So
begini dia,
good.
Bah.
Yet still Stacks and Buzz with a 2v2. And Alfie are the inspiration of many here in Turkey. Falling short twice in back-to-back 1v1s.
The kid feels inevitable though. It just feels like there will be this moment. But can DRX
One
put them
day
away before it
walk
happens?
away this moment.
Fnatic feel like they're playing as if they were about to be eliminated themselves. Especially on this attack side. It's been hectic. They're forgetting things. It doesn't mean they're playing bad at it by any means. But you can literally see.
Tapi gue yakin kalau sampai ini DRX menang, abis ini DRX bakalan burn out ini, exhausted.
Thankfully, the individual skill still shining through on a lot of players, and Enzo himself as
Di
well,
fracture lagi.
who saves them many
Asia
times
itu
on the
satu
global
hal
stage
guys ya.
globally.
Asia itu udah lelah. Karena mereka gak pernah olahraga sih anjing. Main komputer doang.
Prowler out towards A main. Gonna get a little bit of info. As Fnatic once again spread themselves thin. Oh boy.
Mati. Mati Enzo.
Just the gun barrel peeking through the smoke there. 4v5 to save the game here, Fnatic.
The gravity while trying to delay.
Anjir.
Buzz going aggressive, making sure that no one's made their way out. Boaster once again trying to cut off rotations, and he fails. Buzz flash turns fails. Oh, and it's all on Alfier, and he cannot keep them in it. Overtime, DRX. Ascent, DRX.
Buset, Ajusi. Cangkemanyo, Ajusi. Cangkemanyo.
Aigo,
Ajusi. Cangkemanyo.
Incredible.
Tuh ketahuan banget tuh. Jason dukungnya Fnatic ketahuan banget.
Themselves.
Ajusi.
So
Kalau nggak OP udah menang dari tadi tuh DRX. Udah gue bilang.
Holy smokes, what a map, man.
Jangan pernah lu dukung tim yang lu dukung, Bang.
Such a good game. And now we're
Dia
in
tadi
for
pindah
a hell of a
Fnatic
series
langsung
two.
kalah.
Map 3.
Bener berarti kas-kasnya ini anjir.
Hey,
Devin di roasting langsung bagus mainnya.
Iya, di roasting langsung bagus.
Aduh.
Kayaknya mic gua dihack mereka deh.
Mereka denger kayaknya.
Mereka denger deh Discordnya masuk ke TeamSpeak kayaknya deh.
And these two teams have been here before.
Gimana bocil
Almost
istri
a
udah.
year ago in Champions League last time around.
Bas seneng banget anjing.
The parallels, I mean, are too many to paint. They
Pasukan
ended on
botak
that
pada
3
diem nih, pasukan botak nih. Bocil kematian nih, Dek.
Hopefully, that means we're gonna get a bit of the same. If nothing else,
Kakak
we're
tetap-
gonna get neon,
kakak tetap
we're gonna get
dukung-
chaos, we're gonna get
dukung
pressure,
FNATIC,
and unfortunately,
terus roasting
we are
DRX.
gonna- Before we get to all the good stuff, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Aduh, ada aja. Roasting tim yang lu dukung aja bang, biar menang.
Sial, aku udah membelot ke laut. Saya bocil FPX bang. Mana nih? Bocil FNATIC tadi nih yang ngebacotin gua nih, mana nih? Gua hari-hari di roasting mulu. Roasting bas untuk DRX yang lebih baik. Buset, itu visi misi partai mana?
Lagi stream snap, kayaknya mereka nonton streaming gua deh. Lagi main alt tab terus tuh mereka tuh. Meta curse lu nyata bang, parah bro.
Lu nggak mau nge-tweet Pin, kali aja dimasukin di situ Pin.
Apaan?
Itu.
Oh yang muncul-muncul itu.
Iya. Itu ada Christopher Devin.
Gua nge-tweet.
ABCD Evin.
Gua nge-tweet. Jason must have supported FNATIC.
Could not believe my eyes, but DRX managed to pull this one through. Welcome back, everyone.
Belakang Jason itu kacau, nggak ngelihat gue tadi.
Wow, Mimi, that was an amazing display from DRX.
Parah, bendera putih dulu.
Curses might not be real because the team that was choking, that was falling flat in this one, was clearly FNATIC. The pressure got to them in the final moments of that map. Ascent was theirs, and DRX have miraculously come back and pushed us to a third.
Yeah, but even starting at the beginning as well, I mean, DRX are just making strides. I said at the beginning how important the pistol rounds were for their success as a team in the group stage at the beginning of the playoffs, and that fell off, honestly, the last few times we've seen DRX play these maps. But in this map in particular, they took away the pistol rounds to set themselves up for success to actually make this comeback possible.
Yeah, well, let's actually go ahead and take a look at the team breakdown because that is exactly what happened.
Masih kuat
We
katanya
wanted
dia
to see
sampai match
those
kedua.
pistols come through, and even though, you know, DRX able to get one or two,
Ya kan, Vin?
and then, you know, lose a few rounds in a row there, really,
Makasih,
I mean,
Vin,
it was a
selalu
tale of
ada.
two halves. It was the DRX that was flat on the first half, but then came alive in the second.
And that's just been the tale of Ascent thus far here at Champions.
Yeah.
Every time the attacking team goes down, they somehow come back on the defense, and DRX was absolutely no different. But I think the biggest thing that was defining that second half was DRX and these clutches. I counted at least 3 that got them to overtime. Stacks with this one, which is absolutely incredible. Mako Matches does some of his same. Every single player on DRX was stepping up in these final moments to push them over the line and keep them alive.
This play was a heartbreaker, man. Enzo's going to go back and be like, my gun was visible? What the hell? And that just created a catalyst, Brent, for them to just find more success. You get clutched on that many times, it starts to play with
Gue
your head.
barusan ngomong sama kursi lu, Vin.
How many 1v1s actually just came down to that with the DRX players winning it?
Ini juga masih nih ngomong sama kursi Devin.
Check him PC, check him PC.
And so far they have been striving so well in these matches as well. I mean, just even in the replays as well, you can tell Stacks, the energy's high. When this guy is popping off audibly and you can see him as well. I mean, maybe we get another mouse kiss.
Map Fracture tuh yang ada Flying Fox. Iya, Map Fracture yang ada Flying
The whole
Fox.
team gets energized.
Gue gak pernah lihat DRX di Fracture sih. Performance-nya gimana gue gak tahu guys.
Yeah, I mean, it is really kind of a repeat of what happened versus FPX, but this time, it wasn't Buzz leading the charge, it was a supportive line of DRX.
Alah, Buzz leading the charge cuma satu game lawan ini anjing.
When DRX
FPX
has
doang.
these players performing. They look like an absolutely incredible team, particularly when they play this
Udah
triple
keluar kah
A
ininya?
on the defense. And on the
Udah.
defense, they did a really good job of shutting Durka down. This round
Menang tipis kok mereka itu.
FNATIC's spacing is a little bit off. There's utility to stall
Iya,
in
nggak
main.
beda
Durka
jauh.
gets shut down. FNATIC is just instantly forced to save.
Tapi si
That was
Mystic
happening
masih minus
consistently on
12, bro.
Yeah, they did a really good job of shutting him down in his impacts because we were talking
Ya,
about
gimana, bro?
I mean, the guy's dropping a 30 bomb for goodness
he's
sake,
going
and he
huge.
carried that energy forwards in the first half. He was absolutely running away with it, but. I mean, listen, DRX, they managed to shut it down in very good timing as well.
Nggak ada DRX, nggak ada orang Indonya. Korea semua.
Ada itu. Mako mau pindah kok ke Indo.
Mako Prak ya namanya.
Aduh.
Bisa.
Aduh, Tuhan Yesus tidak berubah, tak berubah selama-lamanya.
You could tell there was like a clear confidence that they had for their team, but an incredible matchup there for DRX, and what a comeback. And now if you're a FNATIC fan,
Bisa guys,
well,
punchline-nya
you
Joko.
might be sweating a little bit, because we're going to be going now to our third map in this series, and that is going to be
Nggak bisa,
Fracture.
ini.
Of course, if you're just joining us,
Makanya gue
good
pakai
God,
bracket
did
nih yang
you
monitor
miss
sebelahnya.
some great games. Really,
Nggak cukup
Icebox
meja
was
gua.
just the Durka show, showing us what it's like to be one of the best players in the world. Ascent shows the grit
Jangan
of
lagu Lingsir
DRX,
Wengi
but now,
dong,
Brandon,
lagu Lingsir
we go to
Wengi.
Fracture, the decider, and it could only have ended like this for these two story teams.
Yeah, and at this point, honestly, I think I don't really know which direction this game is going to go into, because I think that Fracture, in my mind, is on the side, I would say, on FNATIC. I think with them, I think we'll be favored a little bit, but the energy is on the side of DRX. They have just completed an almost impossible task.
Kenapa
even
pollingnya
when
tiba-tiba
against
jadi
the home
bocil
crowd.
And I
DRX
feel
nih?
like this is them building into that position where we've already found this comeback. FNATIC has already stumbled against us. This is our moment to break that curse and finally
Aduh,
have the
Mimi.
placement at one of these international events. You can tell that they
Mimi
want it
Twitternya apa,
so,
guys?
so bad.
Oh,
And
ini
I think
Mimi
for
namanya.
this game, the
Mimi.
pressure in particular will be an RB. It's going to be a neon
Mimi
head-to-head
tuh
most
mukanya
likely here. And
Ini
for
beri.
him,
Aduh,
so many
lagi
people
Girl,
out of this
GF-able,
but he's
anjing.
looking good in this tournament.
Parah.
And now he gets a
Kayak-
chance to prove himself. And the team as a whole,
Sebenarnya
they
dibilang
chance to
kalau
prove
cantik
that
kan
they can
cantikan
finally have
Chrissy
that
lah,
game.
ya
Yeah,
kan?
I'm looking
Main
forward to seeing
cantikan
what
Chrissy
we're
lah
gonna
dibanding
get
Mimi.
out of
Cuma
this
Mimi
series.
tuh
Like,
gemes
we're
gua
gonna
ngeliat
get an
Mimi.
opportunity to catch up with Buzz from
Tapi
gue
DRX.
pengen
His
pacarnya
thoughts
gitu kan.
on this matchup, this
Iya,
event
gue
as
sih
a
tetep
whole,
ini
and
sih.
what we can expect to see in the future.
Gemes gitu loh. Kayaknya girlfriendable anjing.
Kalau gue tetep bocil Yinsu, gue Yinsu.
Nah, kalau Yinsu pacarnya Boster.
Katanya kalau Boster kalah ini sama gue Devin.
Misalnya gimana Yin apa?
YINXU. YINXU. Kan sering jadi caster yang Asia, yang Asian caster, yang cewek.
쉽다고 생각해서 이제 사이트 홀드 싸움에서만
Kiri
이기면
sama FNATIC
된다라는
sama FPX
이제
lagi.
서로의 소통이 돼가지고
Kayak cowok Thailand yang udah dipotong, mana ada anjing. Mimi kayak
좀
kayak transgender kayak black.
일단은 저희가 계속 상대가 똑같은 것만
Dia kayak Mimi
하고
dah.
오는데도 저희가 그거에 대해서 잘 파이법을 못 찾았다.
ini bass ya?
그래가지고
Ini bass ya.
저희끼리도 이제 소통도 잘 안 됐고 그런 점에서 약간 저희 오히려 상대가 잘했다기보단 오히려 저희끼리 걸려 넘어진 느낌이 아닐까 싶습니다.
Enggak, lu kalah karena lu pakai AWP mulu, Bas.
생각하시면 될 것 같아요. 저희가 오늘 다 이제 뭔가 붕 떠 있는
Iya, makanya jangan minum soju sebelum main game, mabok lu. Biasaan sih lu mah. Dingin dikit minum soju. Ini yang dia comeback. Oh, ini yang dia choke, sorry. Choke lawan Loud.
일단은 저희가 챔피언스를 우승한다면 일단 상당히 이제 저평가 받고 있는
Gue tim Mimi.
신에도 되게 좋을 것 같고
Mimi tuh gini. Gimana ya? Mimi tuh kan polosan ya. Jadi dia tuh enak gitu ngeliat mukanya.
Polosan.
Mukanya tuh make upnya polos, make upnya tipis. Kalau si Chrissy kan make upnya heboh banget kan. Dia emang ciri khasnya kayak gitu. Kalau Mimi tuh mukanya kayak wifi material gitu. Siapa?
Si Pansi.
Oh, itu mah yang ngajak ribut.
Iya.
Itu mah gue pengen gue cincang, itu mah bukan jadi cewek anjing. Itu mah yang Asian ini dia. Anti-Asian kayak dia deh. Agak pernah ngedukung tim Asia dia.
Bukan itu.
Cuma ada 4 ceweknya.
motivate them to
caster
participate in
cewek,
this game, to
Pansi.
elevate this game in their respective communities.
Kan jadi host bisa jadi caster.
So much for them. And
Enggak, dia
already
bukan
in
yang
this
host
match,
tapi bukan yang
there will be heartbreak.
bukan yang ngerosting
Fnatic
tim
lose
NE.
or if DRX lose. But now Fnatic, they are under the gun. They're the ones
bukan yang NE Pride.
DRX are looking
Oh,
so
siapa dong?
invigorated. You can see from that interview what Buzz is playing for. They are so impassioned to
Ada
find
satu
this win for their
Pansi.
region.
Tulisannya gimana?
Ya NSY. Dia ngebully boom, dia ngebully boom.
PANSY.
Iya.
Dia yang ngebully.
bilang dia pilihnya optik.
Ya iya itu. Itu NE Pride.
Padahal dia dari UK loh.
Dia nggak pernah dukung tim Asia. Waktu Zeta pun dia dukungnya Loud gitu loh.
Oh itu ya, sorry.
Itu. Pokoknya cuma ada 4 cewek, Yinsu, Trisi, Mimi, sama tuh cewek yang gua nggak inget namanya siapa.
The only Korean team to find a placement beyond 5-6 was Newturn in the very first international event.
Ya waktu dia optik lawan Boom dia ngomong Boom udah no hope kan?
Iya benar.
Iya. Yang langsung ngeremehin, pokoknya langsung underestimate Boom deh dari awal dia. Gila dia belum pernah IG-nya hilang sih.
Neon, KO, Chamber, again. Wih, Bas pakai chamber, bro.
Wow, ini cuma beda KO sama ini doang.
Namanya A Evil Cat.
Evil emang lu.
Itu Instagramnya Mimi.
Evil banget deh emang dah.
Evil Cat. Evil Cat.
Immense amount of pressure on RB's shoulders to put up those big numbers.
Nama IG.
And honestly, I'm focusing on the neons on either side as well.
Lihat
Because when
nih.
we take a look
5
at
menit lagi
Fnatic,
tiba-tiba
I think it's going to be
follow
a
what
neon comp
by.
as well, and you're going to see Alfie in that role. When he's played this in the past over the course of the tournament, he has looked sublime at times, but that's when, honestly, he's been the one doing all of the heavy
Kan
lifting.
Evil
When he's
Cat.
going in and creating space, Fnatic have had an issue with being able to capitalize on the
AEL
space that he creates on Neon over and over again. That cannot happen now in a deciding map of this series.
Both these teams have been to 5 out of 6 international Valorant tournaments. Neither has ever lifted a trophy, and only one can continue in this tournament.
That's right, Mimi. For one team, it's about fighting for an entire region. For the
Gas bang,
other,
followernya
it's
banyakan
about
lu,
fighting
nggak
for the
gitu,
people
Pavi.
here in Istanbul. Who will thrive? Who will
Gas,
fall?
followernya
It's
banyakan
Fnatic
lu.
versus
Gas,
DRX.
gas.
Let's send it back over to your casters, Doug and Bala, for this epic
DM kali ya,
final
hai.
round.
Apa Jok?
I see you from Valorant stream, and I like the way that you host the show. Nice to meet you, anjay.
It's so good. Final map. The Des was touching on it consistently. These two teams have never.
I saw, oh siap, harus bener grammarnya bener. I saw you, enggak dong, I see guys, kan dia masih cast terus.
Now they're here. Do or die.
Gua ngechatnya sekarang gitu, tapi nggak sih kalau ngechat gitu harus past tense sih bener. I saw you from Champions, and you did a great job as a host. I like the way you talk. Hope we can be friends, anjay.
Oh, we're in for
And then the girlfriend.
Enggak, girlfriend nggak mungkin dong.
starting off
Nggak
on the
mungkin.
attack.
Belum aja ya?
Nggak mungkin, cowok, anjing.
Terus di bawahnya ini Vin.
Arcade presence here for
Please carry
DRX,
me.
Clearly, with the breach up.
Bang,
That stacks.
ya host bang,
Hot for
bukan pro player bang.
Oh iya maaf bang.
Look at him, they're going in aggressive, and they remember on the other side.
RB panas banget. Apaan sih?
Oh,
Kills
oke.
going back and forth, but Buzz is already
Waduh, Bas.
Gila anjing.
Two in halls by himself while everything else was happening. Fnatic.
Gila, Bas 2 peluru 2 kill ya. Boleh lu, Bas.
Ripped apart. And it's another pistol round potentially looming here for DRX.
Remember how much I struggled in these very moments, but they seem to have found their footing at just the right time.
I have much more followers than yours sih, gue di blok ya itu ya jatuhnya ya. Sombong ya gue ya. Hai Mimi.
Ntar macam itu Vin. Drama ini Vin.
Drama apa? Tiba-tiba drama teman gue.
Aduh gue lupa lagi namanya.
Bisa lomen lu gak sih Vin?
Siapa?
Gold play.
Shalomin dulu.
Shalom.
Halo.
Terus dia balasnya assalamualaikum.
Waduh.
Bingung gua. Ya, lagi benteng begitu tinggi.
Itu dinding pembatas sangat tinggi, kawan.
Benteng begitu tinggi. Mati deh.
Oh my gosh. Mere moments. But it's just not enough. DRX won another pistol.
Got both of them on ascent. And if they didn't, we might not be here.
Oh, no shot.
Masih aman nih, belum ada Osvaldo Gabriel, belum follow.
And they might have lost yesterday.
Emang belum gue
but yes.
follow, bro.
Ya.
Baru gue like aja fotonya.
Tuh kan, udah ada ini nih, agent teaser. The next agent will be a controller and will have a focus on water. Tuh. Udah emang ini mah ada preparationnya buat pick and ban agent ini.
Habis inisiator, controller.
Habis controller duelist, habis duelist
Udah pick agent. Buat kali.
sentinel, habis sentinel inisiator. Udah.
Per Steam nge-ban 1, jadi ada dua hero yang bisa dipakai. Seru tuh.
Enggak lah, 2 tahun lagi baru ban and pick menurut gua. Tahun depan masih normal.
Kira-kira berapa ya?
Wah,
Waduh, Bas. Ace.
Bas, lu kenapa nggak kayak gini dari round 1 goblok?
Kan nggak pakai OP, Bang. Ini kalau dia udah dapat OP dari sananya, dari ulti.
Aduh, gue takutnya ini, bro, panas di awal nih.
Oh iya nih, overheat abis itu.
During map 2 has
Overhead
gotten
meletup.
significantly larger.
Oh, they're rowdy. They're a rowdy bunch, man.
They have moved so many people to their side.
Di sini.
Enzo with nothing but a ghost here.
Bas udah
Buzz
nungguin
still
tuh.
at the play to get this ace online, but it's not going to happen. The Prime Gaming Falls comes through anyway as DRX take a 2-0 lead.
A strange attempt from FNATIC to jump through their
Ini
smoke.
dukung siapa sebenarnya? Gue dukung yang menang,
On
udah
the
gue
other
bilang.
side of it makes it look strange. Obviously the start to taking down Derka, who since that first half on ascent has been very, very quiet.
FNATIC now should be able to respond in kind. It's just Mystic. Oh, he actually just purchased up light armor. So they're at full strength here, barring a little bit of utility. And you see the fast hit up towards Dish. Alpha here again before home crowd, first forward.
And he was the guy who was leading the charge to keep that game even close for FNATIC. The desk was mentioning it. They were the guys who were losing control. When at the beginning of the day, everybody was talking about DRX
Kayaknya Bas
and
lebih baik
systems.
chamber daripada Jet.
Iya bener.
Betul sekali.
Betul sekali. Jet dia terlalu monoton.
Monoton.
Again, a quiet moment out for FNATIC as you see Stacks just waiting.
Derka actually took back his TP, so
Oh, tapi Derka juga
could easily get punished here.
chamber sih
As
ini.
you see on your minimap from FNATIC, we're there a moment ago too. So they are fully insistent on this, persistent on trying to get into A. And the hit looks very consistent with what we've seen in the past. Mystic and Boast are able to get a couple of
Waduh, apes banget itu anjing.
CRB trying to dash, trying to stun, trying to kill. But it's Boaster on the trade. Mako and Buzz.
Kedengeran nama
Heroes for
Kedengeran
DRX
nama
so
Dar.
many times on Ascent.
Dar kejebak.
Called again.
Mesti nunggu temennya.
Paying attention. He's hidden from the flank though.
Enzo's got cover too. And he hears that.
Kelihatan.
It might actually be Mako who's not paying attention now. If he creeps his way forward. Enzo's weak here. Oh boy. Oh, the swing out from Derka.
Buzz has his tour de force, don't forget.
Surely you force a play here, right? Given the fact that you've invested that ultimate, time is just not on your side.
Belakang bang.
Spam as well for
Lihat di
Boaster.
belakang bang. Anjay.
Narrowly missing the shot onto Boaster.
Just want to cut him off in halls.
Jadi matilah dia sama bom.
Those weapons should be preserved.
Ya. Dia balik si Boaster anjir.
There too. Buzz obviously had the
Lumayan nih, 200 nih katanya nih.
Lumayan nih.
Duit.
Duit berjalan nih, duit berjalan.
Again, no conversion here on the bonus from DRX. Which this, I mean, fast retake again. Looked kind of nice. RB sliding through, finding a lot of value on the two stunned up players. And they've thrown many different setups so far at FNATIC in this game. Again, a dish push, this time with complete opposite players.
It's interesting to see if Sax was going to fully commit, but he actually drops utility and then rotates back mid to make sure that A is not left unattended.
5 jam menuju kejayaan.
It has given them Hall's control here, though, and there is a breach ult to clear the site, but nobody there. Playing retake in the first place, and the Seas has slowed them down.
Tapi monoton. Dia udah kebaca main jetnya,
get his
bro.
way through, tucked between his walls. Mystic spike down again. This one's going to be chaotic, and I have a feeling that every round is going to be like this.
Boaster no molly though, but one away from this orbital strike, his ult.
And what a devastating ult that could be. Durka,
Waduh,
first
nyaris
challenged,
banget itu.
not able to win it out. Mystic on the flash, Alpha here on the swing. Oh! But it's actually RB that cleans him up. Sax was a dead man walking. They're trying to fight for Hall's control. They're trying to do anything they can to preserve it. Mako's already gotten 2. The orbital strike down. Buster on the flick. Mako with 3.
And it's again a response immediately with the improved weaponry.
Wah, gue ngeri nih kalau DRX udah ngegas di awal gini.
Looking very solid to start this off.
Ntar 11 overheat deh, ngeong.
9 ngedrop langsung.
Enggak kan 992 kan?
Well right now. Oh, and they're feeling it. Going on.
Kejang-kejang lu.
That's how you know the vibes are good.
Anjing kumat ayannya tiba-tiba.
Emang ayan sih.
Mako. And actually, a lot of the controller players who you used to think of as absolute stars still are, but this tournament has certainly been a little bit of a departure from the controller heavy lean we've seen in the performance and stats. And just like yesterday, Mako might be coming online at the most opportune time.
He's got the orbital strike to work with in this round. See Boaster quietly right here. Taking crashes.
Itu nggak naikin 55-nya di itu.
You like that? You think it'll stick?
Yes.
Right here. Good.
Lu coba deh kalau pas
They're all going.
baru start.
By Mako.
Baru start lu jongkok pas di tengah itu tempat spawn itu kan. Lu jongkok terus misalnya ada yang mainan rob kedengeran anjir.
Unless it's in a clutch situation.
Tapi kalau dia pencet shift nggak kedengeran kan robnya?
Iya. Ini kalau baru spawn jok, baru awal beli.
Flash through. Flash from Mystic actually.
Kedengeran kalau ada yang mainan
rob. So it's all gonna have to be Enzo. And Alpha does have his overdrive if he wants to commit it. Instead, actually, they've swapped to a Guardian.
And he's still going to be the first to go. He has no wall. He has no stuns.
Wih, bagus tuh RB. Bagus wallnya anjir. Buat ngedelay. Mati deh. Absen deh. Anjir itu hampir mati loh. Enzo di random shot dari ujung. Udah deh. Zes nggak nyerang, nggak denger kan? Ngambil orb.
The orb is the best you can do anymore. Good collection.
Enak banget itu ultinya Mako. FNATIC kamu kalah sama bocil Korea, FNATIC. Aku roasting nih.
What a setup out from DRX.
And also RB's wall blocked the flash there, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, mereka lagi eco juga sih ya. FNATIC ya. Iya, FNATIC lagi eco. Booster. Panik. Jinsu udah nunggu tuh. Dan nunggu.
Gini sih kata dia.
Kita
gini sih guys, kenapa guys?
Want to go back towards Halls. Remember, they did take Halls very fast in this exact same setup that DRX is running at Dish. They're trying to use the Haunt to find kills through it instead. They have no utility to fight back against the hit from FNATIC.
This is a setup to have Alphair make a play. He's used the overdrive.
Kita lihat Alphair. Alphair.
They don't show anything.
Alphair kalau pakai neon bau guys.
He actually didn't buy a weapon too.
Alphair. Lu kemana Alphair?
This time there is a molly here for Boaster.
Dia mau naik. Kedengeran dong.
He's gonna rotate back, but RB's already there. They actually have 2 members back at Dish. Did DRX commit to this? Will Alphair find the timing? RB going aggressive.
Oh, itu nggak kedengeran ya? Woi, apaan sih RB?
With the ult, and he does. Sass has gotten 1-2.
Apaan sih Bin, lu Bin?
And now Alphair, who's got nothing but a classic.
Anjing Alfajar keculik di belakang.
Enzo does nothing either. The defuse will come through.
Itu hoki loh si ini loh. RB loh.
Gak ada yang ngeliat.
It's a flying start.
Udah dibakar, percaya dia.
For DRX right now.
Ya.
Probably the biggest lead. Easily the biggest lead, I should say. And it doesn't look like they're stopping. FNATIC invested in that one. Minus Alphayer, so maybe
Waduh, Babang Boster. Aduh, Yinsu sayang.
And the answer is no.
Jangan kata Jo.
Not gonna scrape together something. Remember on the attack side for a second, it was multiple rounds in a row where they were saving. DRX isn't even giving them that opportunity because these retakes are working so well for them.
Alfajar buka pintu mati. Wah, udah dipredik anjir. Boster kena hit. Wah. Wah, ke delay dah lo dah. Wah, gila itu.
Iya, bagusan chambernya.
There's rounds where you see FNATIC has an idea, it doesn't work, and then all of a sudden, it takes a long time for them to gather their thoughts, their ideas. This time they pivot into sand, and yes, there's room to work.
Di sini mati lah.
But also room to get absolutely trapped.
Wow. Gila, bisa-bisanya keculik one tap. Kelihatan duluan sih yang di bawah soalnya.
The gun almost no, Malco shuts him down.
Boster keculik.
Still no way in.
It's mati.
Ebol-ebol gini FNATIC.
DRX right now feel
Abang-abangan FNATIC siapa itu? Si botak. Derke sama ini sih, Boster sih.
Some would say on this map of fracture. Since they've swapped to this neon, it definitely doesn't feel that same way.
Boleh. Misalkan bukan maling King Kong.
Ini Wilson kan?
Wilson.
Ini Wilson.
Sama Kaco itu sebenarnya.
Iya, sama Kaco.
You go back to the beginning of the tournament, and the truth is, Alphayer has not delivered on this neon pick on this map. And yeah, a lot of it may be off of the support players not creating the space, not activating him in a way that's appropriate, because his job is just to go at the end of the day. It just hasn't. It has not hit, man.
I mean, you're right. I think specifically of Pearl.
Mantap banget. Never gonna give you apa gue suka. Aman itu mah.
Pearl itself.
Boster, kamu kalau kalah hangout bareng sama Jason habis ini, Boster.
There's way too much delay the way that DRX is playing their own neon. Their own RB.
Ih, suka banget tuh gue tuh mouse putih.
Feels like 8 seconds at a time.
Kan ganti mousepad dah. Mousepad apa sih yang bagus sekarang?
Logitech bagus. HyperX bagus.
Gue pengen mousepad itu yang gede, Jo. Yang
XL. Apa XXL?
XXL kayaknya.
Kalau XXL kan itu yang sama keyboard sama mouse langsung.
Ini sih gue punya lebih nih, gue SteelSeries punya.
Kalau punya gue yang XL yang HyperX itu kayak ya gede sih, lumayan gede. Berapa jengkal ya?
Engine
lebarnya. Panjangnya.
With 8 HP, he comes alive.
Ini XL.
4 jengkal gue.
But DRX have the spike.
XXL berarti.
Iya, gue XXL.
DRX have the spike.
Lalu mau nyari yang XXL juga.
Iya, gue maunya yang XXL.
Apa ya?
Kalau brand-brand gede sih yang gue tahu cuma SteelSeries doang. Cuma mesti cari brand lokal kayak Engine tuh punya Kevin ya guys ya? Kevin Anggara ya? Engine Scroll ya?
Has to go fast.
Yes, he does.
And it's sprinting away from its Alphayer with 8 HP.
Sampai temen gue juga.
Escapes the situation, but Boaster's not considering. Slow to put down that smoke.
Bagus kah punya si Kevin? Kualitasnya bagus Engine.
Bagus, temen gue pakai.
It's very unlikely that Buzz would be there, but either way, Boaster tucks down in halls.
Dia ada yang desainnya simple nggak sih? Desain dia kan heboh semua kan.
But now looking that way,
Lu mau cari yang polosan
bisa request ya?
Iya, gue pengen yang nggak harus polos banget lah, at least tapi minimal.
Level kali bisa Vin.
Buset. Lu pikir gue pindah basudara?
That's certainly a round for Fnatic.
Ya spesial jerapah nanti.
We're just talking about a struggle.
Bisa custom deh.
Sekalian buat merch.
That's an instance right there where DRX is taking the
Custom
play
apaan?
to Fnatic.
Custom
Almost
mousepad.
every single other time. Yes, they're making a play on
Dia
one
buka
side, but it's
jasa
never
custom gitu.
actually
Coba lu tanya Sonba.
finding anything. It's finding the
Bodoh
absence
amat lah kalau
Mukanya
Sonba.
dia anjir.
of Fnatic players.
Sonba kan custom, tapi nggak tahu ya dia custom di mana
So
ya.
Alpha, I mean, if he's comfortable in those situations, if DRX continue to throw
Yang dia
him at
pakai
them, and if they
fotonya
can put
kayak
him in
ini
those
Rock
spots,
Lee anjing.
just like this, turn flash.
Iya, yang muka dia gede kan.
Iya.
In real life.
Pas udah gue bilang jangan pakai OP dah, babi banget.
Big ults here from Fnatic. Orbital strike on Boaster. Rolling
Lu
Thunder.
sadar lah, lu tuh
Enzo.
gak bisa OP anjir.
Light armor on him too, alongside Mystic. And they'll take this aggressive
Itu
fight.
lebar panjangnya 2 jengkal.
Into underpass.
Lebarnya
Just like
4 jengkal, panjangnya 2 jengkal.
This time though, no resistance from DRX on this side of the map.
XXL
The
kok ini.
resistance is in halls
Iya, XXL itu.
where they're not exploring. Have to pay attention to the
Gua lagi
trademark and
pengen
the
yang
fast
punya
potential flank
Logitech
from
nih.
RB. But we
Katanya
did
licin
pull a
banget.
rotation here. Zest just prowling into arcade and didn't find anything.
Sama gue
so he's
pengen
back
yang
over towards A.
ujungnya itu dijahit. Kalau
Where
yang
they
gue
do
pakai
have
sekarang
no
tuh
information on drop, so
bulukan gitu loh. Sisi ujung-ujungnya karena nggak dijahit.
Kalau yang dijahit rata-rata HyperX Logitech.
Logitech, iya.
Itu pakai mousepad 30 ribuan. Gambarnya itu map dunia.
Lu mau tau nggak mousepad pertama gua apa, Cok? Tumpukan kertas HVS aja.
Itu kayak semua orang deh.
Lesehan.
Gue juga dulu tumpukan keras HVS.
the double flank, the only way into this round, and it completely fails at the hands of Enzo. Saving it, he then spot the fast flank from Alpier.
Alpier looking for more. He's gotten 3 on the round as the Prime Gaming Flawless comes through for Fnatic.
And that's the way you get back in the game.
Kalau udah 9-3 nih,
That's the way you do it.
Cok lagi.
On a round that's all of your own terms.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What a hold from Enzo, man. And then for Alpier to go for the jugular there. Aggressive as DRX try to flee. Playing into the crowd too.
Mau aja lu crowd disuruh-suruh.
7-7 start. Feels like the best I've seen him on Neon so far.
1000%, bro. Not even close.
And we're already 10 rounds into this half. DRX with a timeout. Decision in front of him.
Let's go DRX.
Once again, the DRX fans
Dihuin.
trying to climb back before getting drowned out
Let's go DRX,
by the incessant
boo.
boos coming out from the Fnatic group. But they're persistent.
Parah mereka, Cok.
And they're not
Dia belum main di Asia aja.
intimidated
Gantian dong kalau main di Asia.
whatsoever.
Wah, dia kalau main di Asia sih, Barat kena semua mentalnya sih.
The push and pull of chances and
Ke game
motions.
berapa? Ini game ketiga.
Flare and Rise and what should be the decider here. Again, map 2 delivered in a beautiful way.
Al-Fajr bilang, terserah gue dong, ini rumah gue, wilayah gue.
Gak salah.
We had to continue to see success here from this attack side of Fnatic.
Apa sih, bos?
Because this DRX, they're going for another buy. Another approach, this time different Fnatic, up towards Dish immediately. This could have been a setup where RB, Zest, and Stacks try to take this space.
Yeah.
Aku nggak tahu sih kalau turnamennya di Indo bakal sepenuh apa itu.
Crowd pasti full sih kalau di Indo.
Out of the timeout did swap Buzz.
Itu yang harus diantisipasi calo tuh. Ketemu tikam aja tikam langsung.
It's scary here too because usually Alpha
pakai ini, pakai butterfly knife.
from FNATIC. They're waiting for it.
Nggak usah itu Vin pakai garpu lu
Right
tau
on the
nggak?
other side of the wall. Alphiar gets one.
Oh,
The kills
trade
both go back
2v2.
and forth. They're traded. It's now Mystic with the flash to second through, and Zaz holds the line.
Nah itu guys, ngecek corner aja belum tentu menang, apalagi nggak ngecek corner.
And he's managed to get one.
Please jangan TP please.
TP mati lu.
Durka has put on an outrageous performance so far.
Buzz breaking that trademark gave Durka the inclination that he might have a 1v1 here on the site. And Stax is concerned as well about Durka getting up close and personal with him.
Oh, chantingnya bareng-bareng tuh. DRX, FNATIC.
Comes through for Durka. With 13 seconds left, he's gonna get the spike down.
Kalau didengar-dengar chanting bareng jadi FNATIC. FNATIC.
Plenty of time now for Buzz to join Stax, but also plenty of time for them to find out where he is and use this utility that Stax has against him.
Yeah, the fault line is now back up.
Ayo, chamber diff nih, chamber diff nih.
He's gonna have the TP up now in time as well for this fight.
Oh, he's gonna challenge, and then he's able to get away.
Chamber diff nih.
Durka spots one. Oh, and then he gets away. The other one is right behind him. Now Buzz on the tap. Durka,
Komit anjing.
Buzz, half, Durka, swing, 63
panik.
HP,
Durka panik.
23 HP, just as fast. Buzz is gonna take it all the way. Durka's timing is gorgeous.
Bas,
The Red Bull
bas.
clutch for FNATIC.
Kocak lu Bas. Udah setengah kok lu komit sih.
1 versus 3.
Kok malah denger Durka boom boom
The
Durka
crowd
boom
asked
boom.
for it and he delivered in so many ways.
Itu sayang banget tadi pas dia ngebunuh temennya si ini lagi pasang TP ya.
To call his
Lagi
bluff.
pakai util ya.
Durka was baiting him to get off in so many
Ini
instances.
sih denger
We are having
kabar
a fast push. We
kalau
get in the round fast
VCT
here.
yang
North
cewek,
side pinch,
tim Indo kuat-kuat nih.
but only from the left.
Emang
They're taking the ropes.
udah pasti AE yang menang. Orang 14 kali menang turnamen anjing.
The other gets away.
This is a light buy
Semua
here from
turnamen mereka
DRX.
ikut,
Only
mereka
2
juara
rifles
1, lu
in the
bayangin
hands.
aja.
And
Bisa ya, tapi belum keluar kan.
Iya.
Buzz playing an offense
Kan
angle just
yang
with the
setahu gua
headhunter.
yang ada pertandingannya cewek cuma
Has his
saya
TP
doang deh.
online, but Mystic's still up. If they wait for the knife, they could find him and he could be stuck.
Makanya kalau ada VCT-nya
Oh, he hears him. They're
Setahu
so
gua
loud.
sih
Buzz
saya
fight
tuh udah
before the juggles
world-nya
there.
yang cewek.
Gets away.
Just one shot. RB's here in time to stun though. He's gonna duel.
Buset, buset, buset.
And RB
Salah
not
lu,
nearly as
RB lu.
fortunate. Mako has that the orbital strike, and there it is. The ult's been used. Alpier has to find value. Can he do anything with it? He struggled before. Can he do it now? As all ultimates are used, Alpier did find one. FNATIC destroying
Gila.
DRX.
Last round in the half.
After losing the
Last
first kill
round
there,
in the house.
mulai
to
ngecok
RB on the
kan.
ropes.
Ngecok.
DRX almost pinched him in with that ult. But Alpha as well uses his own ult to get out of it.
Salah sebut dikit
With the
aja kelar
speed.
tuh Vin. Kata-kata
And
ngecok.
they counter ult themselves.
Ngocok.
Sand is no factor.
Yoi.
Jubilation from the crowd as FNATIC have roared their way back
Gue baru
into this.
sadar
Remember, the
Twitter
start was
sekarang ada
ugly,
fitur super follow, tau gak lu?
and they now find themselves one round away from a tie at halftime.
Oh, and look at this.
Jadi
Quick
kayak
fight
membership
possible here.
YouTube
Buzz is
gitu loh.
surprised. Not gonna hit the
Jadi lu
shot,
bisa
getting punished
nge-tweet
by
yang
RB.
khusus
Splits the uprights and he
yang
falls.
subscribe
But the
akun
flank
lu.
is fast here from DRX.
Okay.
They went for a tree push early. RB and Zest. They already heard him.
72.000 per bulan, kok gue nggak ada ya?
And it's gonna hit them both. They're gonna push their way back into it. They want to take
Ya
the
iya
fight.
nggak ada.
They're getting pinched in from Sand.
Gotta be careful because you're right. Mako gets two, but Enzo responding with his
Lama
own
fitur ini.
RB's the ult.
Kata
Has gotten it back down to a 2v2.
gua.
Spike planted.
Follow.
Durka holding the angle with the tour de force. His knees blown off. And Zest has to do it all on his own, and he cannot.
Banget anjing si
Durka
botak
delivers.
cok.
Switching sides.
What a time for the guy to come
botak
online
mulai menyala
again.
adik-adik.
Disappeared in the second half of the last map. That's why we're here. But now it's a 1v3. And then a beautiful round.
5 rounds in a row for FNATIC to close out the half. Perhaps thinking they were dead. Perhaps thinking they were done.
Iya, kalau ada
They
band
rise
agent
right back.
seru banget.
Let's go down to the desk.
Just when you think that the story might be over for FNATIC, they needed a hero, and the hero answered. His name is Durka. What a closeout there in the first half. Let's jump into this here, though, because really the story, Brett, I think has really been the Neons, you know, in the outset of this. RB and Alfie are putting on some huge plays, but RB not to be outdone either.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chance for redemption for RB. The guy's been the center of so much criticism, and now he's carrying the region, his team on his back in this final map performance, but he's up against, you know, the people's champion. This guy, Alfie, he's got the entire crowd behind him, and he's playing like it too.
The crowd has been so back and forth. A section for DRX, a section for FNATIC. The pressure is high, and both these players have stepped up in such a big way. Alpha has been able throughout this tournament with the crowd behind him, but for RB, this redemption arc has been absolutely insane. And now, as we start to look ahead towards the final half of the series, this is where it matters. This is where your year gets defined. People at the end of years don't remember what tournaments you attended, what you did specifically. They remember how you ended, what you did at Champions. Did you win? Did you make it to the finals? Or did you choke again and lose early? That's the pressure that both these teams are under.
Yeah, this is the defining moment for both of these teams now. I think heading forward
Alfajar kayaknya sebelum jadi pro player dia yang bagian kru dahsyat nih. Jago ngiring Chan nih.
Kru dahsyat.
Yeah, well, I think it goes without saying what happened in those last 12 rounds. It doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is what lies ahead. Who will crumble under the pressure? Let's send it back over to Doug and Bala.
One half to decide this. I mean, you see the story on the top left of your screen. Gone back and forth overtime on the second map.
Stuck tidur, bos.
To find ourselves here.
Gantian
just
nih.
mere moments away
DRX.
from elimination. Potentially from glory.
Iya, kalau udah ada
DRX on attack.
Setting up really fast for a hit through tree. There's only one player here, and it's Durka.
Meanwhile, looking to find out from FNATIC. They've already taken
Oh, nice banget kayak gitu
You mentioned
dong.
the only bit of resistance.
Clear langsung towernya. Tapi itu sebenarnya hoki sih.
On the other side, so Zest has to cover this himself. Thankfully, Stacks here in time as well.
Keculik nih Alfire.
Faultline might come up as well to fight this actually.
Gotta be careful, there's pressure coming from mid too. Look at that, there's an aftershock
Oh,
behind him.
nice
Flash
banget.
But Mystic's Frenzy wins one out. Alfier on the swing, Stacks on the other side. Bullets not landing quite yet.
Udah itulah, dapatlah dua-duanya itu.
You mentioned that breach utility yet again. FNATIC looking to crack it wide open. Buzz and Mako, the only two that remain on the side of DRX, and that may be enough as it's got down to 2v2. Alpha. Numbers back in favor of FNATIC.
Oh, he died to the Molly!
Mati sama Molly.
He's gonna have to win this out on his own. He's gotten it to half, but Buzz on the swing!
Nggak keburu.
And Alfier gets it!
Nggak keburu.
Oh my gosh, no! The Fields is not there!
Nggak keburu, Cok.
The Red Bull clutch for DRX as they win another pistol!
Sayang kena api doang itu kalau nggak kena.
So close! So close!
Kena line up paling basic Molly-nya Brim.
But one player falls to the Molly out from Mako. And he put that out before he died. That is so
Kalau dia sabar 0,5 detik menang ya.
And Buzz took his time swinging there. Had to go for the full
Bas
stick.
lu jangan hiperaktif, Bas.
There's just no
Bas
chance
jangan
to win
hiper,
that,
Bas. Gue
actually.
kesel ngeliat lu hiper.
Back into it straight away. DRX. Fast through sand.
RB working his way forward. See there a couple members up.
Wah, mereka ke push.
That double stun RB just put out. Stunning the site
Mereka
and
main ngeras banget nih.
the spawn, making sure nobody's
Iya.
pushing through that
Mereka mau
smoke.
main line up ini.
See the rotations across to the southern side of the
Great
map.
flash right on the
Wah,
trademark.
nice flash.
And they're slowed.
Nice
No
backup.
man. They knew that trademark was so well set up.
Made noise on the drop.
Gue takutnya panasnya di awal anjir.
RB holding this angle, he's gonna spot Alfier, and it's Mako who deals the delivering blow.
Ini Boster gimana?
RB on the swing, still
Kan
healthy.
tahu ada orang
Iya.
yang nembak ya.
Kok Boster malah nengoknya ke yang smoke anjing?
RB's just able to hold this angle.
Enzo mau mati sama
Wait
bom
for
ya.
Enzo.
Really solid anti-eco
Yeah, very well done.
out from DRX.
Jadi dukung siapa
They
nih?
hold the lead
Saya kan bocil
that they
kematian
built
Pride,
so
bro.
hard in the first half.
Tapi saya pengennya FNATIC yang lolos. Gimana itu?
5 in a row now immediately on the second half momentum ended. But every pistol that DRX has run so far in this series, which they've actually got up to 4 now.
Seru soalnya kalau
They've
lihat
lost
FNATIC
every bonus.
ketemunya FPX.
Except for the
Benteng
first one on this map.
begitu tinggi, sulit untukku. Anjing, berarti gue pas final kalau mulai jam 9, let's say 32. Kalau sampai 32 match-nya, gue tidur jam setengah 3 pagi ya.
Iya, itu belum tentu mulai jam segitu loh, Vin.
Kalau final udah pasti. Final udah pasti jam 9.
Urka unaware there. How fast that was coming through sand.
Soalnya final cuma 1 match, yo. Jadi dia kalaupun ada opening ceremony pasti dari awal udah itu. Hari Minggu cuma 1 match grand final, that's it udah.
I don't know how FNATIC get into this, man. The setup is too good.
They're smoked off. They're smoked off right now. There's no more post plant here. The stun.
Oh, Stacks may have hit him all. Mystic, he's going to try to hold it. He's going to try to at least get it to half. He's going to stick it all the way. But Stacks on the trade. Mystic holds it! And Enzo gets the kills!
And it's another failure to convert here for DRX. So very close to it this time.
Gak dulu deh, lagi mager.
And look, I mean, that execute was really, really nice. Alfie are obviously getting picked off a little earlier. But every spot cleaned up. And there was a smoke on that spike anyways, even if they tried to spam it down. Would have been rough. Still a buy here for DRX. But to consider here, Mystic has his KO ult. So the follow-up flashes and whatnot that RB and all of DRX can throw on the execute might not be there for them to clear out the site.
Nggak jadi ngeras lagi
Also,
loh.
Enzo just picked up the orb.
Tadi aja 2 round mainnya ngeras loh, kalah sekali minder loh.
And if they combo both of them after a B hit, which they might fake here.
Itu si Alfajar ngapain?
There's the fake coming.
Jaga rotasi ini, berharap kayak Crashes anjing.
Enggak, jaga rotate yang deket yang dari situ.
Dari zipline kan?
Enggak dari itu, parabola.
Oh.
Now Alfier is able to rotate back quickly back towards
Ada yang
Dish.
ngeflank dari parabola.
They have a huge advantage here in the post plant.
Yep, and so with that rolling thunder, as you mentioned, you grabbed it earlier in the round. What's the cue for FNATIC to go? Enzo on the flash, Mystic on the swing, sand has been cleared out.
Let's go!
Anjay.
Gak ada yang kena, bos.
They're occupying. Alpha. Oh my gosh, Zest! Oh, Zest gets 3! Finally cleared out! Enzo in a 1v3. Buzz spotted. All of the
Gak bisa save aja, Zo. Save aja, Zo. Udah gak bisa menang loh.
We haven't said his name much, but Zest was filthy.
Kalau DRX
In that
lawan
first half
Exit,
too, I mean, there was many moments where
Menurut lo Exit sama FX siapa yang menang?
Enzo was the guys who were turning the tides for both of their respective teams.
Menurut gua FX.
wah lu lihat Exit ngeri banget soalnya.
I can't this. Oh my gosh. That is
Mereka gak tahu kemarin lagi berantakan aja itu mainnya.
Takes Mystic with him too. Just disgusting. And he's laughing about it.
Tapi itu dibawa ketat
Laughing
loh
right here in
kemarin.
elimination game. We're getting really
Jalan optik.
close to one of these teams going home.
Oh my goodness, Ball, look at the buy for FNATIC.
It's
Except
shambolic.
tuh
They're
e-sport
not investing
baru ya?
too much though. Remember, they saved 2 guns.
Exit kan yang Eropa.
Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Boaster's only able to find one, but to swing out, Durka finds one with the Vandal.
Us going really fast through this.
Wah, kalah
They
Enzo.
were not supposed to have an advantage here.
Anjing.
The fact that they've gotten it through a 3v3
Waduh, mati
Spectre and a Vandal to
Mako.
work with is criminal. Buzz and Stack so weak.
Trying their best to get to each other right now.
Wah. GG dah lu
How
dah.
have they gotten this round?
98 deh.
It seemed unlikely.
Malah jiggle
Still not over yet,
Alpajer.
Buzz. 11 HP.
My bunny don't jiggle. It falls. I like to see you wiggle.
And again,
For
you called
sure.
it out at the beginning. This buy was not good. They had the two
except
rifles
NA.
saved, and nobody else
except
really
NA.
invested. Except for the Spectre of Alphayer.
Royo Esports versus Yay Gaming.
Very swingy half so far.
Yay bukan di
And
SPX.
ball, we've casted Fnatic a few times in this tournament. How many times have, in a tense moment, how many times has Boaster delivered?
Yay kayaknya habis
They're
turnamen ini
another
pindah
one.
tim dia.
With nothing but a
Yey
frenzy.
udah yang nggak mungkin
And it's
pindah
all
tahu Yey.
Forced them into it.
Bisa jadi
Really
buyout.
disgusting here.
Gak bakal dikasih mau optik.
Aggressive push here with both the brim and the
Sama aja
breach.
kayak PRX Jason mau di buyout, gak bakal dikasih.
By RB, but Alphayer waiting on the other side. The stun is there.
Masalahnya nih
They
bro.
gotta be careful here. These two players here.
Bukan
RB
masalah
and
bisnis,
Cess
bro.
are pinched in, so they have to commit to the site.
The ult has been used by RB. The rolling thunder.
Kalau udah tim gitu, mereka nggak bakal ngelepasin ace mereka, Jo. Kayak RRQ deh, Lemon mau dibayar berapapun nggak bakal dilepas.
Mako's waiting for it.
Karena kalau Lemon cabut, RRQ pamornya turun. Sama kayak PRX, kalau Jason cabut, orang Indo udah nggak peduli lagi kan.
Find no way into this round.
Iya.
Preserve what you can.
Meskipun masih ada Aaron
Or
tuh.
is that the fourth round in a row that goes back and forth between the two teams here? DRX maintaining the 2-round lead that they started with after winning the pistol.
Isunya optik
And honestly,
Valorant
with the
mau
brute
dibeli
force
atau
available to
kerjasama sama TSM ya, kalau itu beda.
TSM iya.
It's looking like that might be enough. We
Kalau itu bukan
need
buy auto main,
Fnatic
itu
to have some heroics
merch
here.
anjing.
If they want a
Cuman kan
chance,
kita nggak
That
tahu.
1-for-1 is not going to work.
Pergantian roster mah beda hal kalau pergantian roster.
It's not going to be enough.
need a break point,
Tapi Yay nggak mungkin diganti sih
and it
menurut
might not
gua.
be coming in the
Main yang
next
bagus
round.
gitu.
The money
TSM mau buyout semua roster optik
for
katanya.
just off a year.
Kalau itu jatuhnya bukan pemain yang di buyout guys, diakuisisi timnya anjing.
Everything super solid there for RB to deliver on the 2 kills out of dish. And it is a
RL ditahan
lighter buy
tapi
again.
pindah juga
Durka, thankfully,
akhirnya.
I mean, both the guys who are saving right here with no rifles, and Alphair will invest
Iya sih.
anyways.
Lewandowski,
Almost got a
kalau
drop by
Lewandowski
Durka.
kan
They have their
ini, bro.
overdrive, they have their tour de force. Everything is
Ada
A-okay in this case, but
problem dia di situ.
obviously they need to be able to find the time to use it, at least in Alphair's case.
Oh, they're going to get a
TSM
chance.
ambil
Alphayer,
roster
they're
optik.
pushing right into him. He hasn't
Ya
used it
kalau
yet.
kalau
Actually, over,
TSM
he's
jadi
just in.
penggantinya
Closer trying to dance around the
optik ya
utilities.
jatuhnya
Holding his tight angle
Jadi
flashes
nggak
are
ganti
there.
tim.
Mystic is here too.
cuma beda banner aja bendera yang dibawa.
It wasn't the ultimates. Oh my gosh, it's really not Fnatic either. A 3v3 here
Gila,
for the
Boaster.
site. The spike
Boaster,
set up
aduh.
in tower, and now you've got the order strike you're going to have to deal with.
Enzo's using that to cross, though.
And he's
Mati deh.
Oh, Stacks dropped right into him.
That spike!
Down B.
Botak.
And Enzo trundling towards tower has all of a sudden locked them out.
Kalau selalu digendong mulu timnya.
Again, tragedy. As this time the spike sits harmlessly at
Oh,
the
spike-nya
event.
drop di situ anjir, itu mah udah susah banget angle-nya.
Easy there, big fella. He still has a lot of
One
utility.
crossed.
Yeah, but surely Enzo's got that, right?
He just
Oh
picked up
my
the
Yeah,
spike.
ambil.
He just picked it up.
right out
He can
from under
TP
his
away.
nose.
Can he get a? Yes, he does. The TP across, and they're out.
How on earth?
Ya,
How have they done that? It's a
Enzo
bloody heist.
ngasih
20
gitu
seconds to
Enzo.
get to the other side. Dirk is gonna run his way over. He's actually has a TP. He's here in time. Remember, no smokes.
Kalau
from
gue jadi
Marco.
dia mendingan gua trade itu tadi pas ngambil hilang langsung gua pick.
Can't miss the shot.
No, he cannot.
Oh my.
The barrel there. The first shot delivered.
Mati
And
dah.
Mako has the challenge.
Mako ngapain kok?
Wins it out.
Itu tuh kalau lihat si botak
Unbelievable.
sniper
OP.
tuh kayak
The scoreline's so
Lihat ini,
close,
anjir.
and this second half, back and forth.
Elite
Now
global,
5
anjir.
rounds in a row traded.
Elite global banget anjir.
serem.
And Enzo's the guy he snuck through with that
Ini
overall
loh.
strike, which was
Set.
used to clear out
Apa
the
kabar?
site. Of course, Durka getting here in time as well.
Halo.
Udah ke trap sama
And on
slow-nya.
that chamber, the passivity to actually make that play.
Bocil. Berat Bang Bi asli.
Whereas on Ascent, he was super aggressive. It's been a series for him.
Udah nih timeoutnya udah habis dua-duanya.
Timeout coming through for Fnatic. Again, the back and forth. has been the story for the last 5 rounds.
Ketahuan belum tuh apa ininya, kameranya? Belum tahu.
Kalaupun tahu juga gue nggak mampu beli.
Yang jelas.
An absolute roller coaster of a second
Itu
half.
Leica itu fix.
And you notice, crowd right now, they're in this timeout. Very quiet.
Iwan Setiawan, welcome back to
And if this
Definition
is
Silver.
exhausting for them, just imagine how exhausting it is for the players right now. DRX with their game last night.
Oh, double timeout ini.
Playing again a full 3 map.
Habis timeout. Fnatic timeout DRX dihabisin itu.
Kamera player mantau ya, kamera yang mantau player itu apa guys? Ada yang tahu tak?
Karema.
Tim sisa ini nih, yang main kan ini besok ini. Laut
Two
Optic,
things, right, that
habis
could
ini
have happened.
exit
One, they realized potentially what
sama
Fnatic might go for, and completely
Ini gue
cancel.
hari Jumat pasti nonton sih nih. Laut Optic anjing.
Calming
menang
people down
turun
to
maju ke
right here.
sini.
Seru itu.
It was actually Achilles who pointed this out to me.
Nanti yang kalah lawan antara Optic sama Laut turun ke lower, ketemu yang menang di lower semifinal.
You've taken your hands
Baru
off the
grand
wheel.
final.
It's all on the
Let me
team the
slap
rest
your
of the
butt.
way. They have to do it
Bald head,
themselves, but he
please.
has a read, and that read might be enough.
Itu Leica katanya Siana dapat info nggak masuk Canon atau kamera lainnya.
Final map.
Leica kan? Iya, dari modelnya model Leica soalnya.
Of these teams.
How much itu?
DRX has been
Leica nggak ada yang murah yang pasti Jo.
leading.
Itu aja.
By much. Fnatic has room to cry.
Leica tuh kayak sekelas kasta apa ya?
Talking about a 1-round difference. Which it still is. I mean,
Sebenarnya gue juga nggak gitu tahu soal kamera sih, cuma kalau Leica tuh brandnya udah gede banget di kamera.
Ibaratnya
kalau kita ngomongin kopi deh, kopi. Dia di atasnya Starbucks. Starbucksnya udah mahal kan?
Ya kalau di Sony Zeus men.
Zeus nggak kalah sama Leica namanya.
Nggak, maksud gua seimbang gitu.
Ya mungkin secara
Sony yang biasa emang di Zeus tuh.
Ya secara spek mungkin iya. Tapi secara branding kalah Zeus sama Leica. Leica itu kalau lu udah pakai Leica buat kamera, lu udah bukan ini, bukan amatir lu.
13-9 ya ini.
From DRX.
Straight out of the timeout, just injecting a
Bro,
little bit of
aduh,
pace.
jangan 11-9 begini.
And the post plant
Kemarin
setup
juga
is
begini.
just fantastic.
Tiba-tiba kebalik 13-11, bro.
Fnatic go for this arcade attack. Try to set up Alpha again. Get the op.
Again, back and forth, and that means DRX preserve the lead.
Wah, Fnatic Eco ya, 12
2
deh.
rounds away from shattering a curse.
Wah, dapat nih. Derke. Wah, TP langsung. Nah.
But can they close it out?
Kalau
Three pistols
Oh,
on
iya.
that side.
Pakai foto pemain bola tuh itu ya, Fit.
apa?
And he drops down and stacks with the spam, cleans him up.
Pemain bola di foto pakai Leica.
Di situ.
Oh, kalau di stadium bola ini sih
Will not see him.
lebih ke arah Sony kalau bola tuh setahu gua.
Oh.
Soalnya ada kerjasama.
RB's playing in the side. Mal Alfier's gotta go. He's managed to get his hand. The Vandal and the Vandal's
Waduh.
fallen just as quickly as it's been picked up.
Mati nih Enzo.
DRX a few moments away from map point.
Poster.
From series point.
Oh.
Dah.
Yuk,
From again.
poster hangout aja yuk sama Jason yuk,
As you
ditungguin
mentioned
tuh.
earlier, from Heartbreak Hotel to this crowd who is now fully on the DRX camp.
GG belum GG guys. GG bahaya nih, serius.
Last chance to get behind Fnatic here.
Ya, Leica pernah ada di HP Huawei
They
bener.
did save that round. They did go for a light buy.
Tapi Huawei Leica yang di Huawei itu ya
DRX did to him,
versi
but
abal-abalnya.
Last time they had
This
like
juga ada
they
kan
won the
di
round, so
HP apa
obviously
ya?
they thought there was a chance. This time,
This.
Di HP Sony.
this is it. They're playing for
Oh,
it all,
yeah.
and they have not
HP
had a
Sony.
round streak on this half. So FNATIC,
Tetap famos.
last chance, and they try a little bit of pressure towards Tree. That does give a little bit to DRX to decide. Did they actually push up here? Do we have to re-explore before hitting back towards A?
Oh sekarang Leica di Xiaomi udah
DRX.
pindah ya sama-sama Cina lah guys.
Zeiss di
One round
Vivo,
away from
mereka
breaking
di
the curse.
Xiaomi
One
atau
round
Huawei.
away from getting their
Oh,
highest
Vivo ya
placement
sekarang
ever
Zeiss ya.
at an international tournament.
Aku bocil FPX. Aku bocil kematian.
Aku bocil Paper X tapi udah hilang.
One round away
Aku bocil boom tapi aku kecewa.
from sending
Ultinya dibawa sampai kalah.
the crowd's favorites,
Aku
Turkey's
bocil
favorites.
AE cuman gak
Fnatic
lolos.
Aku bocil Persija, soalnya aku kenal dua temen
Oke,
aku
kemarin
di situ.
NA di
Round
airport
away.
sekarang ada yang bikin tuh EMEA exit match,
From EMEA
Oh,
potentially for the
exit
second
match.
time, not having two teams in the top
enter
four.
airport. Oke. Dada aja dah netizen.
Durka has to hold the line. There's Boaster once again with the
Wah, ini kalau absen GG tuh.
Boaster who's left here by himself and he cannot convert
Gila,
anything off of that.
ultinya di outrun
Buzz finds
anjir.
another. Enzo, can he swing it back?
Ultinya di outrun anjir sama Arbi, gokil. Ah udah. Udah guys. Udah guys. Udah guys.
Dah. Pulang ya.
Udah guys.
Rest possible.
Udah guys.
Can he do this? The swing.
Wah,
He's got into a 1v1. He's gonna threaten the res again. The flash there, Enzo.
Wah,
Enzo
kocak
not
lu.
back up yet. Alfier holding it. Stacks on the swing. Alfier falls, but it's still a 1v1.
Wah, kocak.
Can Mystic do it?
DRX sih kocak ya. Oh, dia nggak tahu di atas. Dia nggak tahu di atas.
Nah, udah kelar. GG.
The Red Bull clutch for DRX. And the
mati.
Gila.
Vamos. Sintayong.
Sintayong seneng banget tuh. Aduh, jangan nangis sayang. Jangan nangis. Jason udah nangis duluan.
Bocil kematian.
Bener bocil Kreo ini ya.
Ah, tai, monster tai. Monster tai banget.
Finally.
Mereka mematahkan kutukan.
Finally.
Nah,
It
mereka,
has
bro.
happened. Finally DRX.
Ya, Fajar bilang ya kampung gua.
Iya, Arbi nih bersinar nih, Arbi nih.
Buzz was in tears just a moment ago.
Tadi
What a moment.
kalau
Tears on both
si ini
sides
mati,
of the stage.
diomelin tuh timnya. Lu jangan
And the
nge-troll lah
crowd
babi.
still. The last time we'll see Alpha here.
Bro, haruslah
And he
mengakui
almost did it,
kemenangan lah,
man. He
bro.
almost did
Janganlah
it.
seperti
Imagine
itu, bro.
the scenes.
Parah banget kalian.
But still, what a performance.
Ini hoki nih si Stek, si Alfajar nggak tahu kalau di atas.
Iya.
And unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to him, but that's only temporary.
Ini nggak ada yang nyangka sih, tapi DRX menang lawan Fnatic.
Si botak, aduh gue udah capek banget ini.
Fajar yang orang
This
Turki.
player has been a source of
Iya, kemenangan
really
2-0
the target, the
kemarin loh.
subject of criticism and
Saya
critique.
mengakui loh kekalahan bocil kematian, tapi hari ini kalian tidak mengakui kemenangan bocil kematian parah banget.
Well, often non-existent deep in tournament runs for DRX. But he was that
Well played sih ini gue akuin.
21
Iya.
and 15.
Gue soalnya nggak pernah ngelihat DRX main di Fracture.
Copenhagen his last chance.
CEO-nya seneng banget. Ya saham naik anjing katanya.
The CEO there, Kan Yang of DRX.
Kebalik bang.
When does G2 play anjir?
You're right though, RB.
G2.
What a
Bagus
player
itu loh.
it has been. Especially on this Neon. I mean, he showed it off a little bit in Copenhagen.
Bukan, DRX tuh nggak
It feels
konsisten
like
mainnya.
the first time he
Dia
could really play
bukannya top frag
comfortably
di
when
sini.
his team is fully supporting him.
Enggak.
7 first bloods on this map.
Dia udah 2 match anjir paling
Moments
atas.
like these, you just didn't
Oh,
see them
Derke
last time.
bottom
You would see
breaker ya?
something like that and be like, oh my goodness,
Oh,
how did he not
agak
get
anjir,
more
Derke.
than one?
DRX juara 3, cuma ACS-nya aja dia
Instead,
bottom
just
breaker.
coming up huge, time and time again.
Oh, oke, Jason. Wilson.
Oke. Aku sudahan dulu guys. Terima kasih.
Oke, Vin.
Thank you. Sampai jumpa.
Aunge.
Oke guys, aku udahan dulu ya. Makasih semuanya yang udah nonton. Sampai jumpa lagi besok. Have a good night, have a good day, have a good sleep. Stay safe, healthy, stay at home. I love you all, definition. Cheers guys and bye-bye. Thank you semuanya. Bye-bye. Peace out. Bam.